Well, college football back in Fort Collins, and it's a gorgeous evening as we welcome you to Canvas Stadium and what is expected to be a sold-out crowd. The annual Ag Day Orange Out. It's Colorado State, the Rams, all set to host the Bears of Northern Colorado. Hi, everybody, and welcome inside the broadcast booth alongside Seth Bonner. Brian Roth, so happy to have you here. Year number 4 of the Jay Norvell era here. It's hard to believe, time flies, but yeah, Jay has been here and said the important thing is he's increased the win totals in each of the 3 years. 8 wins last year, and optimism high here in Fort Collins.
Yeah, they've done a great job recruiting. You have a third-year starter starting this season, and Fowler Nicolosi, kid that understands the offense. You put a bunch of weapons around him. What's not to be optimistic about? The O-line is starting to gel, getting experience. This is a great-looking club.
Well, they have a lot of good young players, too, and young players that shined in the season opener last week. One of them is a running back, and it's a youngster. He's a sophomore, Jalen Dupree. He was magnificent.
He really was, and you get a chance to see him there weave his way through holes, and he's very patient. But then he has enough juice and gas to turn on the jets and finish plays. One of the most competitive players on this team. That's what the staff told us. This guy loves to compete.
All right, season debut for Jalen Dupree. But the Ram debut for a big target, Jackson Warren, stands 6'8".
I mean, big target is an understatement. The catch radius is phenomenal with this young man. See him taking the shot over the middle, but he is starting to understand the position. And what he's capable of doing with his size is awesome.
Well, the opponent on Ag Day for the second consecutive year, it's the UNC Bears, and hey, it's been a tough go of it the last 2 years for head coach Ed Lamp. Good news, though, they got a season-opening win against Chadron State last Saturday at Nottingham Field in Greeley. Said the bad news, they lost their starting quarterback, Peter Castelli, maybe for the year. So they'll go with a backup quarterback in Eric Gibson Jr.
Well, the thing you like about Gibson Jr. is he's unflappable. The coaches let us know that. He started his college career at LSU. That is big time. Undefeated on the JUCO level a year ago, so he has experience and confidence to try to get this done for the Bears.
All right, well, Colorado State looking to notch their first victory of the season. Cam the Rams in the house here. Northern Colorado looking to spoil the Ag Day party. College football here this evening. The Rams and the Bears coming up next.
The power of we believes in you. It advocates for you. It completes your circle. It makes sure you have the strongest circle possible. And with Intermountain Health in yours, you'll always have the care you need to live the healthiest life possible. That's the power of we. Intermountain Health.
Set for kickoff here. Booming kick. Finds the lane. Hurdles the tackler. Running room on the left side. Past the 50. There he goes. Inside the 30. The 20. The 10. Touchdown.
Injured in a crash? Don't face the insurance company alone. Get McDivitt. We're your secret weapon against the insurance giants.
Don't let them hold your money hostage. You're entitled to compensation for your injuries.
McDivitt Law Firm has all the resources to make sure you get max money for your injuries and get your life back.
Your call is always free, and you'll never pay us a penny until we get money for you.
Injured? Get McDivitt.
McDivitt.
The new Altitude Plus is here. Nuggets and Avalanche. Your way, every game. Live featured events put matchups front and center. Countdown clocks keep you locked in. Altitude Plus puts you in control. Rewind, fast forward, watch live or on demand. And multi-view to see it all at once.
Brock Nelson punch, Landis go! Yes!
Get the new annual plan and save $40. Sign up at altitudeplus.com, then download the app today.
For the 2025 home opener. Good to be back in Canvas Stadium and opening up the year with an Ag Day Orange Out. The alternative uniforms as Colorado State celebrates They're passed. Welcome back, everybody, alongside Seth Bonner, Brian Roth with you. The 1-0 UNC Bears trying to run the streak to 2-0. Colorado State looking for their first win under fourth-year head coach Jay Norvell. Norvell 3 wins in his first year. Went to 5 in year 2, 8 last year, and the trip to the Arizona Bowl. Meanwhile, for the UNC Bears, Ed Lamb now in his 3rd season at Northern Colorado. Strong BYU ties. Well, he's turned around an FCS program before. Did that at Southern Utah, where he was able to win a Big Sky championship. The hill might be a little bit steeper in Greeley.
It will, but he understands what it takes, right? You get down to Cedar City, Utah, build that program. You take it away from Montana State, get that conference title. So he understands, and he's patient. He's got the kids bought in. Look for them to improve.
Yeah, talking to Ed Lamb and trying to keep the spirits up. You win your first football game at home in the Ed Lamb era, and then you lose your starting quarterback. This coming off a season in which you had a revolving door at the quarterback spot. All right, Seth, give us some keys to this evening's contest.
Well, I think Northern Colorado has to start fast and try and dictate on offense and defense. Let CSU know you're here for the long haul. You're here for this battle. And Colorado State, don't give UNC any hope. Don't give them hope. Step on them early and try to get as many guys in the game as you can. If I'm not being mean about it, but step on them early. Keep it clean offensively. Take care of the football and make the big plays that come your way.
That's the 24th meeting between these two programs. Colorado State won this game right here at Canvas Stadium last year, 38-17. In fact, Colorado State has won 20 straight in this matchup, and the last 8 have all come by double figures. Again, the Rams with the old school Aggie orange. Said they call it pumpkin and alfalfa. It's not orange and green, pumpkin and alfalfa, the official team colors back in the day.
Either way, it's sharp. I love it. Love it.
So Leo Blumentritt will attempt to kick this one away as we're ready for some college football, and again the home opener for the Colorado State Rams. Last 2 seasons under head coach Jay Norvell, Colorado State 10-3 on this home turf. And it's something they like to keep going here this season with the Rams facing 3 opponents right here in this very stadium in the month of September.
It's nice to be home and sleep in your own bed. You know, you get to get back after a tough loss at Washington where this team played well in spurts. They look to continue their winning ways here in the friendly confines of Canvas.
But the crowd continues to file in, and boy, just an enormous student section in attendance here tonight. We'll talk about them as the broadcast goes along. Ed Lamb looking on now in his 3rd season. And we're officially underway here tonight in Fort Fun. And Lloyd Avant will watch that one sail over his head. And that Colorado State Ram offense will come out to open up the contest. The offense put up 21 points last week in Washington. They're led by quarterback Braden Fowler Nicolosi, 6'2" junior out of Aledo, Texas, making his 26th collegiate start. And there's no taking the plates.
Yeah.
So first down and 10 for Colorado State at their own 25-yard line. The running back is Jalen Dupree, 92 yards last week. Fowler Nicolosi to throw, has all day, loads it up near side, has a man out there, and it's incomplete. Underthrown. They were looking for Jordan Ross, and penalty markers on the play.
The Bears did a really nice job of covering this play up, but the underthrow, and then you come back for the football. Great job of coming back for it. And I tell you what, Jordan Ross, you know, talking to Coach Mummy, said that we want to get him touches. We want to get him more involved in this offense, and right out the gate, they take a shot. I love it.
15-yard penalty, going to move it out to the 40-yard line. Jordan Ross.
Automatic first down.
Jordan Ross and that wide receiving group had a quiet evening up in Seattle on Saturday night. In fact, Ross, who suspected to be the leading receiver this year for the Rams, wasn't targeted in that contest. First down and 10 from the 40-yard line. And we get movement up front. This play's blown dead before it gets going.
False start. Offense, number 79. 5-yard penalty. First down.
That's a Colorado State team that was pretty clean last Saturday night. And CSU going to be called with the false start there. That's Aitor Uriana Barrenechea, a sophomore out of Lancaster, California. 17 letters.
Big A.
Yeah, 17 letters in that last name, by the way. And yeah, the coaching staff, it's just Big A.
Big A. Big A. And he played extremely well a week ago in his first big start on the road.
It's going to be 1st and 15 for Fowler Nicolosi to the right flat. And up to the 42-yard line for a minimal game. Cam Chapa coming up to make the stop there. The preseason All-Big Sky selection.
I'll tell you, look at this is a nice job just getting it out early, putting it in his hands. You see the big tight end out in front, Rocky Beers getting a block. Good open field tackle by Cam Champa.
Boy, that was Javian Kennard, who did not see the field last week and is deep on that Colorado State depth chart. Here's Taj Bullock at quarterback. Transfer from Akron. And hands off straight up the hash marks. Minimal game there. Brooks Miley, the junior defensive lineman, along with the linebacker KJ Smedley on the stop. And it brings up 3rd down for Colorado State.
It's super interesting how they use Taj Bullock. He's very extremely versatile. Can catch it, can run it, can throw it. And you have to game plan for a young man like that is as versatile as he is.
Colorado State was not good on 3rd down last week. Just 3 of 13 facing their first 3rd down of the game. Left sideline, man, they're incomplete. Tommy Maher was open, but Fowler Nicolosi couldn't get it. And that's going to bring up a punting situation. The Rams not able to move it.
He had his big tight end. They're in a trip set far side. He had his big tight end in a box running a slant route down here on this end. I'll tell you what, I like that matchup, even if there's a safety high, because he's a big body, put it on his body, let him run with it.
So Brian Hansen, who was very good in his debut as the starting punter for Colorado State last Saturday night, out to punt it away. And it's Luke Wooten, the deep man. He'll let it go over his head at the 5, and that'll go into the end zone for a touchback for UNC, and the Bears will take it 1st down and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Well, Zed, you're a former quarterback, and here comes Eric Gibson Jr., a 6'1" kid out of Norfolk, Virginia, started at LSU and played at Monterey Peninsula College a season ago, making his first Division I start. What's going through his head?
Stay calm, stay poised, and don't put your team in harm's way. Your defense just went out and got an absolute great start for you. 3 and out, caused a punt. Now you just got to go back and make the simple plays. Don't make it too big.
Eric Gibson Jr. saw his numbers at junior college last year, 29 touchdowns, just 5 interceptions. He wants to throw on 1st down, flares it out into the right flat. That's Traore, has it, but quickly closed up. And Jonquez Evans, Jahari Rogers right there for Colorado State after the pickup of 3.
Right there you see Colorado State come out in a 5-man front. They know this team wants to run the football and use their big backs. You got 215 pounds, 190 pounds, and they run downhill.
Brings up 2nd down and 7. 2 minutes into the contest, Rams have already had a possession. Had to punt it away. From the pistol formation with Gibson. He'll turn and hand off, and Traore again. Out across the 25-yard line. A host of players up off the bottom of the pile, including Jack Moran, the redshirt freshman. Also big-time Ram connections with his dad, Sean Moran. Boy, that noise is loud, isn't it? It's really coming through, and it's new this year. Got the train horn this season at Canvas Stadium on 3rd down. It's called 3rd and 3 here for the Bears from their own 27-yard line. Gibson will send 2 receivers out to the left. Back to the ground game. Traore, nowhere to go. Colorado State had it bottled up. And Andrew Lorick, Kenyon Agers each in on the stop.
It was an excellent job of penetrating. And anytime you get penetration like that, it bodes well for you. Great job of knifing through by Kenyon Agers and just shutting it down. When you make a guy start hopping laterally in a short yardage situation, chances decrease immensely of him converting.
Tommy Maher back to receive this one. Blumentritt will kick it away. Not going to be returnable, and it'll go out of bounds on the far sideline. Each of the two teams with the possession here this evening from Fort Collins, and each having to punt the football away. We have no score from Fort Collins.
Look closely, and you'll see adventure, discovery, even a little mud. These 4x4s provide the muscle, tech, and durability needed to go anywhere. The Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport. It's time to see Ford in a new light. Be winter ready with 0 down leases on a 4-wheel drive Bronco for just $439 or a Bronco Sport for just $369.
Hey kids, your dad and I have a surprise for you.
Is it a puppy?
Better.
Did you tell him?
Nope.
We're going to First Bank!
Will you ever really love your bank this much?
Why are we frozen?
I think we're in a commercial.
Maybe not, but that won't stop us from trying.
Can I go to First Bank now?
You gotta get to the tagline. There it is.
First Bank. Banking for good.
We're all seeking a spark, that can't deny it feeling that pushes you forward. For us, it starts here. Where elevation fuels inspiration and roots run deep. We make a difference with high-impact research and rise up when it matters most. Your education begins on campus, but your experience can take you anywhere. When you find your energy at CSU, you discover anything is possible.
Well, right before kickoff tonight, Ring of Honor. New thing instituted here at Colorado State, and the first 4 inductees, Bradley Van Pelt, Joey Porter, there's the great Sonny Lubick, and Al Bubba Baker from the 1970s. Boy, what a group of dudes right there that were outstanding at Colorado State. To the right side, watch out. Big hole there into Bear territory goes Javion Kennard. Brooks Miley finally peeling back to make the stop.
It's just split back, runs the outside zone, and that is just a nice hole, a good cut. An explosive play in the run game.
That's a pickup of 21 on first down. And the Rams have their first down that hasn't come by the way of penalty. Fowler Nicolosi from the shotgun. Throws to the right sideline, had to throw it away. LeVon Brown was in the vicinity. Mekhi Toms, a transfer from Drake, had the coverage for the UNC Bears. It'll bring up second down and 10.
When you look at the Bears in their secondary, you've got some size. Derek Jones at 6'1", Mekhi Toms at 6'3". I mean, Cam Champa's a player. They've got some guys on that back end that can make it tough for you.
Well, how about the debut from the true freshman Javion Kennard for Colorado State? We were not expecting to see him, yet here he is playing a big role for the Colorado State Rams early in the contest. Has taken it across the 20-yard line, and Ekubon able to make the stop there. And that was Justin Marshall, his first carry of the season.
Yeah.
Justin, the leading returning rusher of the season ago, said did not get a carry Saturday night in Seattle.
Sometimes there's a lot of things that go into those things, right? You gotta, whether you're injured or you gotta work your way out of something. But he's out here now and trying to make it happen.
Marshall stays in there as the back off the right pocket of Fowler Nicolosi. This is third down at 7. Ball is out. Still loose on the turf, and the Bears have fallen on it. Brennan Acosta pounces on it for the UNC Bears, and UNC will tee it up at the Colorado State 39-yard line.
One thing you need to have in the pocket, ball security, get two hands on it. That's a great script there. Coming off the edge by Ezra Akibon. But you got to put that ball, get it tight. The time clock, the clock in your head has got to be going off, and understanding that in these types of games, possessions matter.
Second turnover of the season for Colorado State, their first lost fumble. First down and 10 for Gibson and company. And the opening carry of the drive goes to Rocco Traore. Jacob Ellis, the Iowa State transfer in on the stop for the Colorado State Rams.
Well, I tell you, Eric Gibson's going to have to be a willing participant and pull a couple of those inside zones to keep these defensive ends honest. If he does it, they know he's not a big game breaker with his legs, but if he does it, it keeps him honest.
Second down and 8 here for the UNC Bears. Gibson on the slant. That's Cheeks on the reception. And he'll take it near the first down marker. Lamondre Joe, who had a big game last week for Colorado State, in the coverage for CSU. Transfer from Missouri State. There's Cheeks, one of 58 Colorado kids on this UNC roster.
A big conversion there, moving the sticks. Little RPO with a slant.
So a fresh set of downs here for the UNC Bears. 8:55 to go in the first period of play. Off the turnover, Bears looking to capitalize. Left side, not much to the 19-yard line. Boy, coming down that line of scrimmage was Owen Long, Jack Moran also in the vicinity. And that was Brandon Johnson, the transfer from Arizona. A handful of Division I transfers from the FBS level
Fisher
on
Clements.
this UNC team.
Fisher Clements gets rolled up on the tight end.
Time out on the field.
All right, with the injury on the field, we'll step aside. No score, but the Bears on the move.
The Denver Nuggets Basketball Academy is growing the game of basketball in our community by empowering youth and giving them the necessary skills to become athletes and leaders. The Academy hosts several clinics and camps each year. All programs are led by Academy professionals focused on providing top-tier instruction. For more information on programs and to get the latest updates, visit nuggets.com/youth, and don't forget to sign up for the Kids Club newsletter.
After a crash, you'd think the insurance company would simply pay you what you're owed.
But they love to say no and always put up a fight. You deserve justice, not rejection.
Get McDevitt, the law firm that gets you money for your injury and the medical care you need.
We are relentless in pursuit and unstoppable in results. It's the reason Colorado gets McDevitt.
Your call is always free, and you'll never pay us a penny until we get you money.
Injured? Get McDevitt.
McDevitt. Dear unbreakable spirit, when the terrain is gnarly, you steady us. When obstacles are ahead, you lift us. When the turf is hostile, you inspire us. Own a legend. Toyota Trucks.
Right now, get 2.99% APR financing on Tacoma, or lease a Tacoma for just $249 per month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Well, Chamber of Commerce stay here in Fort Collins, Canvas Stadium, the campus of Colorado State University. Here's the injury.
You got to look at him getting rolled up right here. Out in front, trying to load block on the end. And this is a team that loves to be in 12 personnel, 2 tight ends. And now they're going to supplement that with an extra back. So they're going to go 21 personnel here.
This is second down and 10. Gibson will keep it himself. And has it inside the 25-yard line. Aiden Hector coming up from that safety spot to make the stick for Colorado State, not before a gain of about 6 yards on the play.
This is what I was talking about earlier. This is a design power left, design play. He does a nice job reading, follows his pulling guard, and gets a nice gain. Brings up a third and manageable.
UNC 0 for 1 on third downs. This is 3rd and 4 for Gibson. To the air, right side. It's caught. First down to the 15-yard line. Carver Cheeks on the reception. Jake Jarmolowicz had the coverage from the safety spot.
I'll tell you what, this is a tight window here off the RPO. If you're a half a second late on that throw, that's an interception for a touchdown going the other direction. Well thrown ball and a contested challenge catch. You know you're going to get hit. Really good job by Carver Cheeks there.
First down and 10 for UNC at the 15-yard line. There goes Gibson, has room on the right side. Race to the pylon. Did he get in? Call him out at the 1. In fact, it was Justin Gwynn there on the Wildcat, the direct snap, the transfer from Fresno State.
And you see, that's what I was talking about earlier. They ran all those zone plays away. The backside was not being consistent or staying at home.
First down, goal to go for Northern Colorado. Quarterback sneak, and they are in. Keone, the backup quarterback, will take it in, and UNC has the 6-0 lead. It was all set up on the Braden Fowler-Nicolosi fumble.
Just heavy personnel inside, and that's what a surge by that offensive line. I mean, they just get low and surge. That's a great job by that offensive line to get off the football.
Keahi Keone takes it in for UNC, and the extra point is up, and it's good. Boy, what a start for the Northern Colorado Bears, looking for their first win over the Rams in 125 years. They have a 7-0 lead.
New Altitude Plus is here. Nuggets and Avalanche. Your way, every game. Live featured events put matchups front and center. Countdown clocks keep you locked in. Altitude Plus puts you in control. Rewind, fast forward, watch live or on demand. And multi-view to see it all at once.
Brock Nelson finds Landeskog. Yes!
Get the new annual plan and save $40. Sign up at altitudeplus.com, then download the app today. The new Altitude Plus is here. Nuggets and Avalanche. Your way, every game. Live featured events put matchups front and center. Countdown clocks keep you locked in. Altitude Plus puts you in control. Rewind, fast forward, watch live or on demand. And multi-view to see it all at once.
Brock Nelson finds Landeskog. Yes!
Get the new annual plan and save $40. Sign up at altitudeplus.com, then download the app today.
Outdoor TV will never be the same thanks to the new Game and Fish TV.
Now that's what we're talking about.
It's all free, all adventure, all the time.
Oh, it's amazing.
World-class outdoor TV for free.
What's not to like?
No one saw this coming, except, well, us. And maybe him.
I want a river dance so bad up here.
Game and Fish TV. All free, always. Watch now on GameandFishTV.com and your favorite streaming platforms.
Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Intermountain Health, helping people live the healthiest lives possible. By Vectra Bank, Colorado, a division of Zions Bank Corporation. Learn more at VectraBank.com, member FDIC. And presented by Ford Trucks, built better, built stronger, built Ford tough. Well, look at some of those Hall of Honor inductees all in attendance here tonight. And Ford Collins met with the team last night. And for the all-time greats to ever lace them up here at Colorado State. Rams are going to get the football back at the 25-yard line. There they are, Coach Sonny Lubick. His wife Carol Jo was with him. Joey Porter, what a career he had at moving all sorts of positions, had 14 sacks in 1997. The great BVP, Riley Van Pelt, and then Al Bubba Baker. I didn't see him play, said it was in the 70s, but heard he was an absolute monster.
As you said, they were dudes. Every one of those guys. And Coach Lubick was a dude because he was able to get the dudes to play for him.
Braden Fowler Nicolosi to keep it himself over the right side. Oh, took a massive shot at the end of that play. Colorado State bench didn't like it, but Cam Chapa coming up to make the stop.
I think it's a little bit of a late slide, but love it. You have to keep him honest. Use his legs. He's a good enough athlete to do it, but right there he kind of starts to go down a little bit late.
Yeah, half slide, half not slide. Do I do it? Do I not? Boy, Cam Chapa. Keep our eyes on number 13. He is an exceptional player on the back end of that Bear defense. First down and pass over the middle going to Jordan Ross that was behind him.
Well, he's got to settle, right? You're in it. They're running a triangle, so you got a corner. You got him on a little snag route there and a swing. You want him to sit down and show you his numbers and not keep sliding inside, and that's why the throw is a little bit behind and outside.
Jay Norvell telling us they want to get the football to the wide receivers early here in the contest. First play of the game, deep ball to Ross, tried to go back to him there. Ross, the true sophomore out of Los Angeles. Lloyd Avant on the ground. His first carry has a seam. Avant at midfield, and the sticks will move for Colorado State.
This is beautifully done by the offensive line. Outside zone. Outside zone here. Watch them work together in unison. Look at them all step left, move, get bodies. But the patience by Avant with a nice cut, get downhill quickly for 20.
Avant, the transfer from Tulsa, spent his true freshman season there last year. Right back to him. Why not? Avant, more daylight. And it'll be close to another Colorado State Ram first down.
So when it's done right, this zone can go anywhere. A to C gap on both sides, and just a quick vision and a downhill cut was excellent.
Colorado State trailing 7-0 here to UNC out of the Big Sky. Fumble set up a short field for the Bears. They took advantage with a 39-yard touchdown drive. And Colorado State trying to come up with an answer, something they did on a regular basis in Seattle last Saturday night. The pitch to the near side, and boy, great defensive play. Able to get in that offensive backfield was Hudson Boguser. He's a local kid from right here in Fort Collins.
Listen, you've got it. When you're running option, you have to attack the defensive end, and Boguser was able to just hold his ground. If you're running that option, you have to attack his inside leverage, make him come to you, then you pitch the ball. But right there, it was just too easy for him to get back outside. He's athletic enough. You see the size, and you see the mobility and the ability to run.
Homecoming for Hudson from Port Collins. Played his high school football down south at Loveland High School. Second down and long for Braden Fowler Nicolosi. Left flat. There's Jordan Ross. First catch of the season. And it brings up a third and manageable. Darrell Bryant Jr. at the coverage.
It's a nice little option route. He runs up top. Takes the grass out. Secures the catch. Brings up a third and manageable. Notice on that last play, they flexed the big tight end out, and they had linebacker man-to-man on him. Got to imagine that goes the way of the Rams in that matchup.
Third down and 6 for Colorado State, looking for their first third down conversion of the contest. To the air for Braden Fowler Nicolosi. Over the middle, nearly picked off. Boguser coming over again and got his hands on that one. Dangerous throw. And it'll bring up fourth down. Throw.
He's just reading the quarterback's eyes, and I think he missed an opportunity there. He had his big tight end matched up with a linebacker that was pressing him. I'm going to give that guy every 50-50 ball shot I can.
Now this will be a newcomer, Isaiah Hankins, transfer from Baylor, to attempt this one from 46 yards away. Plenty of distance on that one, but he goes wide left. It is no good. And Hankins misfires on his first collegiate kick at CSU, and the Bears will take over with the football.
Oh, it started right down the middle and just had a little fade on it. Plenty of leg. You see the defensive coordinator, Preston Hadley, there, excited. Excited, getting his guys' energy.
Yeah, 3:17 to go here in the first quarter of play, and it could not have gone any better for the UNC Bears coming in as heavy underdogs, but they have the 7-0 lead here on Colorado State. And they're back at it offensively. Eric Gibson Jr. back at quarterback, and nowhere to go for Brandon Johnson. Ran into Kenyon Agers, the sophomore out of Inglewood, California.
Watch him up top. He does a great job of holding the edge, keeping his containment responsibility, and quite frankly just whoops Jack Bacon and goes and makes the play.
Now Agers, a kid they have high hopes for, only played 1 year of high school football at Inglewood. And now in his 3rd season here at Colorado State as a redshirt sophomore. Loss of 2 on the play. 2nd down and 12 for UNC on the slant, in and out of the hands of Cheeks. Ramondre Cho had the coverage. Well, tonight's telecast is brought to you by Vectra Bank Colorado. Put the financial professionals at Vectra to work for you. It's big enough to count, small enough to care. Learn more at VectraBank.com, a division of Zions Bank Corporation and a member FDIC. 3rd down for UNC, 3rd and 12. Defensive coordinator Tyson Summers on the sideline. To the ground game, and Traore going nowhere. Penalty marker at the end of the play. Robert Edmondson, the transfer from Prairie View A&M, in on the stop for the Colorado State Rams.
We're going to hold.
Holding. Offense number 76. Now penalties decline. 4th down.
That was Jack Bacon, the right tackle.
Yeah, and there was no need for it. He was right on top of him, had a chance to just seal him. All he needed to do was seal that block.
Leo Blumentritt back to punt it away. Newcomer out of Germany. Angling it once again to the far sideline on a bounce at the 30-yard line, and out of bounds it goes. And we'll get another look at the Colorado State Ram offense. Well, CSU has a punt, a fumble, and a 46-yard missed field goal to their offensive credit here tonight. 61 yards on 3 drives set.
There's plays out there. Two of 6. 13 yards. There's some plays out there to be made. He did have a ball drop that probably would have gotten him at least 12 yards. But there's plays to be made.
First down and 10 from the 30-yard line. Trips to the right. Single receiver to the left. Tyler Nicolosi working from the shotgun. Jalen Dupree back in there at running back. Off left side and hog-tied down out of bounds by Zach Nowatzki, the senior out of St. George, Utah. Had a big game last week with 9 stops against Chadwick State. Brings up 2nd down.
They are literally showing man-free coverage against these 3 receivers down here. You see Ciampa in the middle. So all you have to do is manipulate him somewhere else, and you've got a matchup anywhere else.
2nd down at 6. Rams go empty. Fowler Nicolosi will roll the pocket. Has some room if he wants it. He does, and takes it across the 40 for the 1st down. Derek Jones gave chase for the Bears, but not before 1st down yardage is gained. And the sticks will move.
And this is what happens if you play that man coverage. All the defenders' backs are turned, chasing receivers. Good job using your legs.
We approach the final 75 seconds of the 1st quarter of play. Still nothing to show for it offensively for the Rams. And not the 1st quarter they were looking for. Down 7-0. And Justin Marshall will get the call here. Spins his way to the 45-yard line. Zach Nowatzki once again right there on the play for UNC.
Listen, they've had some success in the run game, and got to lean on it a little bit. Lean on it, make some short throws, simple throws.
And said one guy we haven't seen yet is the tight end Jackson Warren after the big debut in Seattle on Saturday night.
He has the attention of the Bears, but they're still lining up and playing him man-to-man as you see the man follow him across the formation there.
Warren resets to the left side. Fowler Nicolosi over the middle, and nobody was home. In the vicinity was Jackson Warren.
He was late on the throw, like it was an immediate catch release. Watch the tight end right here. Now, ball's got to be on him now. And he waits, and at that point it's too late. He's already to the second level of linebackers, to the next group of backers.
Well, the coaching staff for Colorado State saying they wanted Fowler Nicolosi to be more efficient here today.
Right.
And this is not an efficient start, just 2 of 7.
And I just don't think he was ready for that hole or that window to put the ball in there, but you still can't throw it up late down the middle.
3rd down for Colorado State. Fowler Nicolosi looking left side, and a leaping grab, Armani Winfield. Second-year player, transfer from Baylor with his first catch of the season. He beat Derek Jones.
Derek Jones is there. Ball's left a little inside, but that is a tough catch by Armani Winfield.
That is the end of the first quarter. Timeout on the field.
And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter of play. 7-0 UNC has the lead as we head to the second from Fort Collins.
Mammoth fans, are you ready for game day? Get the latest Mammoth merchandise at Altitude Authentics. Altitude Authentics is your one-stop shop for the best selection and best prices on Mammoth gear. Shop in store Monday through Friday from noon to 5 p.m. or online 24/7 at altitudeauthentics.com.
Across Denver, the first choice, the one choice, is the care you have long trusted. Now under one new name, HCA Health One. We're one team offering the care you need, where and when you need it, to help create a healthier tomorrow for us all. Our new name is HCA Health One, the only name, the one name to know for all your care, for all your life.
30% of new businesses fail in the first 2 years, 50% in 5 years, and 70 in 10. Who would possibly take those odds? It takes courage to do what you love, and we're here to help you do it. First Bank, business banking for good.
Google Fiber is expanding to the Lakewood, Colorado area soon.
We give them a choice that has free installation, no data caps, no contracts, and an industry-leading service.
We also are one of the fastest on the market, and I think having a local team here changes the game, so our customer service is steps above.
It gives us multi-gigabit internet service where none exists today.
Find out when G-Fiber is coming to your neighborhood. Sign up for updates at fiber.google.com/Lakewood.
Fort Collins on a glorious Saturday evening. Ag Day Orange Out. Northern Colorado and UNC Bears with an early lead over the Rams. Welcome back. Brian Rossett-Bonner and the Director of Athletics at Colorado State University, John Weber, joining us. And boy, couldn't have asked for a better weather day as the Rams will take over first down and 10. Taj Bullock straight up the middle, going nowhere, stuffed at the line of scrimmage. John, great to see you. And boy, what a way to open up the 2025 campaign.
It's a beautiful day here in Fort Collins. We got a packed stadium, and look at that student section. How fantastic is that?
I mean, last I heard, 14,000 student tickets.
I think we're up north of 15 at this point. So we've got nearly half the student body in the stands. It's a great turnout.
I mean, look at that. It's just a sea of
orange. Yes, it is.
In the lower level. Yeah, Scott Sidwell, your deputy AD, said 14 would have been a record. So let me do my math and deduct.
Yep,
15 would be a record too.
It's easy math, but yeah, you got it.
Incredible. The school pride by this student section here. Fowler Nicolosi taking a shot near side, and it's picked off inside the 20. Cam Chapa the Eagle Crest High School product. And the Bears have forced their second turnover of the first half.
Just seeing all the orange and all the students back, school's in full swing, everything's going. What kind of things are you guys doing to help bring them back and really keep them here? I know the football helps, but what kind of things are we doing?
Yeah, we're doing a lot where we expanded our student tailgate out here, so we had a great tailgate section out there, and we're doing things throughout the game. We've got more music that we're doing over there. We've got discounted fourth quarter concessions for the students, and we've got some post-game stuff as well that should get people excited.
That's incredible engagement.
UNC will take over on the interception. And Traore up the left side. Well, before the game, the Ring of Honor, and you had 4 all-time greats here, and you unveiled their name on the side of the stadium. What a great moment.
It's a special moment, and you know what? I was blessed to be the person to call each of those people to let them know that we were starting the Ring of Honor, and they were in the inaugural class, and what a special moment for them and a special moment for Ram fans to be able to see those folks out on the field again.
Yeah, of course, Sonny Lubick didn't have very far to come. He lives over at Harmony Club. And Bradley Van Pelt coming in from out-of-state. Joey Porter, Al Bubba Baker. Saw Al Bubba Baker last night. And always great to see him on the end around, near side, and run out of bounds. And little extracurricular activity there. And that could go against Colorado State. It's Dawson Menegatti, a kid that played at Colorado State last season.
A little face mask, and they're hitting him a little bit late, out of bounds.
And it's not just the football names here, John.
Personal foul,
we get the call.
Unnecessary roughness, defense number 11, 15-yard penalty from the end of the run, automatic first down.
So that'll move UNC up to the 44-yard line, but 4 members of the football program, but other members from years past.
Yep. So including Amy Van Dyken from our swim program, and just being able to celebrate these people like a Jason Smith for basketball and an Angela Knopf for volleyball, just icons of the sports here at Colorado State, and being able to see them have their names and numbers on the side of the stadium hanging from the rafters in Moby, it's going to be fantastic.
Traore out to the 44-yard line, no gain there. And it brings up second down as clock winds inside 13 minutes to go in the second period, 7-0 UNC. We continue our conversation with Director of Athletics here at Colorado State, John Weber. Those ceremonies for those other athletes will come up a little bit later on in the season.
They will. With Angela Knopf for volleyball, we're going to do that here on September 27th, and then once we get the conference schedule set for basketball, we'll do Jason Smith and Amy Van Dyken after the new year.
Yep, incredible. And then you talk about the Hall of Fame last night. 3 outstanding Rams inducted into the Colorado State Hall of Fame.
Yes, we had quite and nice job on the MC last night.
Well, thank you.
Well.
I appreciate that.
We really enjoyed having you there, and 3 great people that when you look at it. Bree Colbert, for example, just what she was able to do for volleyball, and Mustafa Hassan and Ellen Nystrom, again, more icons of the sport. So having those 3 go in, and it was a fun night too. I love that format that we did.
Yeah, incredible. And then of course it's the night before Ag Day and the first home game. But you talk about Adriana Colbert, 106 wins, 4 Mountain West Conference championships, the quadruple double. Obviously, with Mustafa Hassan, just a 2-time national champion.
Just 2-time national champion.
Tennessee, All-American 6 times. And he's competing for Egypt in the Olympic Games.
That play is under review.
What's it like making those phone calls, John?
It's incredible. It really is. It's and we did them over Zoom, so we were able to capture their emotion and their excitement, and it's a. First, it's a state of shock, and then it's just unbelievable gratitude and excitement.
It's incredible.
And having done that, it means a lot to those people. Right. It really, really does. So, being able to create that program here for Colorado State and forever enshrine those people in the venues that they competed, it's really special.
That is awesome.
Now they're taking a look at the previous play. They called that enough for the first down. And trying to take a look at where he went out of bounds there. You saw the sticks and the first down marker.
That left foot was close. Can't really see it from this angle, but that left foot was close over there. And if they called it a first, I don't know if you can change it, but it's very close. Watch that left step right there, because he definitely goes vertical. past that point.
Well, we wait on that. We'll continue our conversation with Director of Athletics at Colorado State, John Weber, and mentioned Ellen Nystrom, four-time Mountain West Conference champion, two-time Mountain West Conference Player of the Year, and the only triple-double
ever
in the history of basketball, not just women's basketball, but in men's basketball as well. All right, final thought before we let you get to the other spots. We'll get the call here.
After review, the runner stepped out of bounds at the 48-yard line. It'll be third down from there. The clock will start on my signal.
So instead of first down, it'll be third and short. But John, the overall game day atmosphere, you talked a little bit about what you do with the students, but I was out at the tailgate. You're doing the Rams Live out there. It's unbelievable game day atmosphere you guys have built.
And you can hear the train horn going off in the background right now too. Yeah, so we did a lot out there in the student tailgate area to amplify that game day experience, and we had a new intro in here today, and you heard that little train horn there.
Yes.
We're having a little fun with that too.
Yes, I heard that, and you guys have that thing cranked up to 11.
Yeah, we kind of do, don't we?
Not 10. Just get that sucker to 11. That's one more notch.
The crazy thing is watching Brian just continue to try to talk right over it.
I don't know if it's going out over the airwaves, but I can't hear myself talk when that thing goes up. But that's good because you're hoping the defense can't hear them, or the offense can't hear themselves.
That's the whole point.
I like it. Well, John, hey, great job on building this game day atmosphere, the Ring of Honor. It's incredible to see all the orange. We'll let you run on that, but enjoy the rest of the game. We appreciate your time.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, so it's third down and 2 for UNC, just inside Ram territory. Quarterback sneak, and short. I don't think he got it.
He's short. I don't know who it was. The knife right there underneath. 49. Vernias Tapia.
Yeah, that was Kiahi Keone. And he was short. They're going to leave the offense back out there. Keone will stay in there at quarterback. And now Tyson Summers and Colorado State want a timeout. Boy,
Colorado State, that is their first.
Ed Lamb
30 seconds.
Doing a great job so far, mixing up the quarterback spot. And we've seen 3 of them, including a Wildcat. Meanwhile, Jay Norvell and the Colorado State Rams trying to make their first defensive play of the contest. Already 2 splash plays from the Bears defense, forcing 2 CSU turnovers. That's been the story of the early going.
And the last one was poor. It was you can't stare at your guy. He's fighting off a press. You can't just continue because Cam Champa's going to find it, and he did exactly that. But Vernias Tapia, man, that last play he made, he knifed through the middle of that defense.
Yeah, go for it. Keone will stay in there at quarterback. They just need a yard. Traore trying to move forward. Did he get it? Bears think he did.
They're giving it to him.
The Rams think he didn't.
Man.
And it's a first down, UNC.
What an effort. What an effort by that defense. I mean, 2 guys at the POA there. Great job of feeling. Jahari Rogers being physical, getting help from the inside. Man.
That was close.
Man, that was close.
So a fresh set of downs. Colorado State looking like they're bringing somebody off the edge, and they do. Jake Jarmolowicz, the transfer from Holy Cross, in the backfield for a tackle for loss.
They're trying to run split zone, and the guard is unable to touch him. That's how quick he came through. Great timing of his blitz. Excellent job.
Loss of 2 on the play. Jarmolowicz, a ton of experience at the FCS level in Holy Cross, 37 games played there. Second down, 12 yards to go for UNC. They lead 7-0 here in Fort Collins.
Timeout, Northern Colorado. That is their first timeout.
Northern Colorado wants the timeout. We're back to Fort Collins after this.
The power of we connects you. It looks after you. It completes your circle. And with Intermountain Health as a partner in yours, you'll always have the care you need to live the healthiest life possible. Because the stronger your circle, the healthier your life will be. That's the power of we. Intermountain Health.
To prove that there is such a thing as free money, we gave people a little sample of Ibotta.
Hi, could I interest you in a sample from Ibotta?
What's going on?
It's just money?
Ibotta is an app that gives you cash back every time you shop.
What is it?
It's money.
So I can just take this. This is real?
This is insane.
What's the catch?
There's no catch. It's just cash.
Get cash back every time you shop with Ibotta.
We're all seeking a spark, that can't deny it feeling that pushes you forward. For us, it starts here. Where elevation fuels inspiration and roots run deep. We make a difference with high-impact research and rise up when it matters most. Your education begins on campus, but your experience can take you anywhere. When you find your energy at CSU, you discover anything is possible.
9:46 to go. We're in the second period of play. Back at Sonny Lubick Field at Canvas Stadium. Tonight's telecast brought to you by Vectra Bank Colorado. Put the financial professionals at Vectra Bank to work for you. Big enough to count, small enough to care. Learn more at VectraBank.com, a division of Zions Bank Corporation, NA, member FDIC. Back with Seth Bonner, Brian Roth with you. Second down and 12 for the Northern Colorado Bears. 7-0 the score. Crossing pattern caught, and then a lick put on Braden Monroe, leading receiver of a season ago, and Ramondre Joe playing the stick.
You got to have some courage to run some of these mesh routes. You're running over the middle of the field. Good tackle. And way to hold on to the ball.
Northern Colorado 1 for 4 on third down. This is 3rd and 7. Graham stacking the box to throw. Cheeks was out there. It's incomplete. Jahari Rogers, the transfer from SMU, was step for step. It'll bring up 4th down.
Just got to put a little touch on it and give them a chance to make a play for you.
The offense is going to stay out there. Rogers had a pass breakup last week in Washington in his CSU debut. A kid that has played a lot of football.
Look for some hard count here. Playing man, you know, if he does run a play, the ball's got to come out quick. They're going to bring pressure.
Twins to either side. This is 4th and 8. And now a penalty marker. This will be delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
So the Bears will punt it away here. Happy with that 7-0 lead here at the 9:07 mark. Colorado State has outgained Northern Colorado 85-73, but the big story again here in the contest, 2 turnovers by CSU. A Braden Fowler-Nicolosi fumble at the 39-yard line set the Bears up with a short field. They would score, and then an interception the last time CSU had the football. End over end kick. Tommy Maher waves the arm for a fair catch, and the Rams have turned it over for the 3rd time in the first half. Bears will fall on it.
Really,
and they'll take over. Zach
return team recovered by the kicking team. First down, Northern
Tee him up with the 12.
You see the rugby style kick, end over end. Good decision, a fair catch, but you're fading away from the ball. takes his eye off it a split second, and I'll tell you what, man, couldn't be a worse start for the Rams.
First down and 10 for Northern Colorado. Jacob Bellis flying through there like a missile. No chance for Trail Ray to get his feet moving.
Well, that's that backside end. You've got to read that. You got to read the backside. Like, he's getting there before you get there, before you hand the ball off. And I'll tell you, they're susceptible to him pulling the ball and going weak side.
Now Tyson Summers' defense has to come up with a big stop for this Colorado State football team. To the right side, and on the Wildcat inside the 10-yard line, Jaquez Evans in on the stop for the Colorado State Rams. Trying to tell if it was Gibson or Gwynn. It was Gwynn on the Wildcat. And an injured pair at the end of that play. I believe he got rolled up on. And with the injury on the field, we'll take a timeout. Boy, Northern Colorado, 3 forced turnovers, the last coming on special teams for Colorado State. And we'll step aside for the injury.
The Colorado Avalanche is proud to continue its support of the Colorado hockey community. Our efforts aim to support the growth of hockey throughout the great state of Colorado and make the game more accessible for all families through programming both on and off the ice. Learn more at coloradoavalanche.com.
The new Altitude Plus is here, and it's loaded. A new look, new features, new shows. Watch up to 4 feeds at once. Chat it up, talk your talk right in the app. If you live for Avalanche hockey, Altitude Plus is your season pass. What are you waiting for? Let's go, baby!
Sign up at altitudeplus.com.
Congratulations to Mix 100's Jeremy, Katie, and Josh.
And Nina Blanco, who were all big winners at this year's Colorado Broadcasters Association Awards.
Jeremy, Katie, and Josh were named Best Morning Show,
as well as the best radio station personalities in all of Denver.
And our girl Nina was named the Best Afternoon Show.
Thank you for choosing live and local and listening to Mix 100, Denver's best music.
Mix 100.
Now let's look at A.J. Burton, 6'5", 300-pounder. He's a sophomore out of Inglewood, Colorado, a transfer from Iowa State. And boy, that's not a good sign. He was in a lot of pain and not putting any weight on that right leg.
I mean, they can't run 2 big giant dudes across the field to get to him and help him off.
Looks like Coach Lamb.
Coach Lamb doing the tough work. You see him getting rolled up on us. This is tough right here. You're out just trying to work.
Right, he went down, and
you can tell him smack the ground.
Yep,
right here.
Knew it right there. And he's the second Bear to get rolled up on, tight end Fisher Clements. The tight end, well, he got rolled up earlier in the contest. Right, Colorado State, they have turned it over 3 times in the first half, and Eric Gibson making his first Division I start. 5 of 7, 32 yards for Gibson, and also has a 6-yard run in the contest.
He actually had another slant route that was wide open that was dropped for him. That would have moved sticks. So he's done a nice job of just doing his job right now. Can't say the same for the Rams.
Third and 5 for Northern Colorado. Gibson in there at quarterback. Left flat. Traore going nowhere. Rams had it bottled up.
That's
Jaquez Evans in there among others.
Good to
bring up 4th down.
Good to see Fisher Clements back in the game, but he's got to do a better job at the point. If he gets that block, then they have a shot. But that is an exceptional job of being physical by Jaquez Evans.
All right, Evans
says no thank you.
Transfer from Baylor last year, but played most of his collegiate career at Western Kentucky with Tyson Summers, who was the defensive coordinator there. And Coach Summers bringing him to Fort Collins, expecting a big year from him. This will be Jacob Willig. And the chip shot field goal is up, and it is good. Another one of those Fort Collins natives. And UNC off the Colorado State muffed punt. They have increased the lead to double figures here in Fort Collins. And turnovers have been the story, said Bonner.
They have absolutely hurt the Rams, and just not ball secure right there. You know you're in the pocket. You've got to take care of it, especially when that clock starts ticking. And then we're going to give our big guy a shot. But you saw at the start of that clip, Cam Champa immediately took off to that sideline because you stared it down, and then the muff punt. You got to really get underneath this thing and see him drifting away. The ball dies on him a little bit, makes a tough catch, and they're fortunate it's only 10-0.
Yeah, Tommy Maher, the new punt returner this year for Colorado State, did have a fair catch safely made in Seattle on Saturday night, and that was just the second real punt return attempt in his young career here at Colorado State. Lloyd Avant back to return the kickoff. He was spectacular on kickoff return last week, but this is not going to be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Here comes that Colorado State Ram offense, still looking for their first points of the game. Head coach Jay Norvell trying to lead the Rams to the victory in a series they have dominated. And you see Northern Colorado, their win was a forfeit in 1900. That was the only win. That was their last win. That was 125 years ago.
They will get it going.
So first down and 10 for Colorado State. And thrown to the turf was Jalen Dupree. Lost the ball, but they'll call him down. But Dupree is hurt. And this is not a good sign, as if it couldn't get any worse for Colorado State. Jalen Dupree, the sophomore running back, is down.
Here's the problem. You normally cannot. You can't pick a guy up and body slam him to the ground, and that's what happens here. Well, there was a clear recovery there. But watch right here as he's picked up.
Yeah, the ground clearly caused the fumble there, but Dupree still down on the turf. And Dr. Jalen Dupree earlier this week, he was third all-time leading rusher in the history of Arkansas high school football. Malvern High School from Benton, just outside of Little Rock. A kid that played really well last year, had a touchdown at Air Force. Now in his second year in the program, and this does not look good. And you hope it's going to be okay. I mean, said you couldn't have drawn up a worse night on the field. It was spectacular. From the pregame of the Ag Day and the festivities, the Ring of Honor, everything leading up to kickoff. And credit UNC. They've come out and taken it to Colorado State. But, man, you get the 3 interceptions. You haven't played well. Defense has been fine. And then now Jalen Dupree goes down with an apparent injury. 7:04 to go. We're in the second quarter of play on the home opener at Fort Collins.
And I just tell you, there's got to be an energy. There's the same energy you played with a week ago, and we all watched you play extremely well for a long time in that game. But where's that energy? The Bears have come in this afternoon and this evening with a ton of energy and excitement, and they are the more excited team to play right now.
Justin Marshall on the second down carry, and it brings up third down and long. We mentioned the Rams struggled on third down in Seattle on Saturday night. They were just 3 of 13 after starting the game 0 for 5. Here tonight, Colorado State 1 for 4 on third down. This is 3rd and 8 for CSU. Down 10-0 at home to FCS Northern Colorado. Fowler Nicolosi all day to throw. Ton of room to run. He'll easily pick up the first down. And the sticks will move for CSU. Zach Nowatzki was given chase from the linebacker spot.
And again, you're man free. You got receivers all being covered, plenty of room. Great decision.
Taj Bullock is in there in the backfield for Colorado State along with Lloyd Avant. This will be Avant over the left side. And he's had a couple of nice runs here. Power running across the 42-yard line. Zach Nowatzki once again on the stop for Northern Colorado.
That's a great cut in a tiny space. He's able to get up in there for a nice gain. 6-yard gain, and anytime you're 2nd and 4.
And now Taj Bullock will line up at quarterback for Colorado State, something he did a handful of occasions at Washington last week. Designed quarterback run. He has a little crease, and he'll dive across the 47-yard line and pick up the first down. McKee Toms and Zach Nowatzki collaborating on the stop for UNC, but the sticks move for the Colorado State Rams. Their 8th first down of the night.
Eventually we're going to see the double pass off of that because they line Fowler Nicolosi out in the back of that bunch set. So eventually we'll see a double pass off of that. That's a great look. Something else for teams to prepare for.
Sets up first down and 10 for CSU. Trips out to the right side. Single receiver to the left. That's Warren wide open over the middle. There's Jackson Warren. First catch of the night. And he's into Bear territory across the 40-yard line. Darrell Bryant Jr. making the stop.
He's nice little verts wide drag. He just comes underneath and his long legs get moving, covering up a lot of ground.
Took a pretty good shot at the end of that from Derek Jones as well. Pickup of 16 yards for CSU. Rams still in search of their first points of the contest here at the 4:10 mark in a second. Back to the ground game for CSU. And Lloyd Avant has it to the 29-yard line. KJ Smedley on the stop. The Palmer Ridge product for Monument.
A little help from Blake Westland, another Colorado kid out of Lakewood.
Fowler Nicolosi going to head to the sideline, and Taj Bullock back in there, the transfer from Akron. Started his career at Virginia Tech, transferred into the summer, and they're going to use him as a slash player all season long. Played heavily into the game plan last Saturday night, takes it off right side, and dives ahead. Another first down picked up for Colorado State, their 10th of the contest. Best, most consistent drive set we've seen for the Rams so far.
Through the air, on the ground. But different looks. Creating good matchups. So Matt Mummy's extremely good at doing that, finding the matchups. Coach Norvell's been around offense a long time. They understand how to get that done.
Fowler Nicolosi back in there at quarterback. Bullock to the sideline. Hand off to the right side. It's Javion Kennard, the true freshman out of Nashville, Tennessee. Kennard did not play last week. Jay Norvell mentioned Kennard a couple of times here in the fall. All of a sudden, he's in the line here tonight. Just a second collegiate game. He's going to head to the bench here. Possesses that good speed and good quickness that Jay Norvell talked about. And good news here, Jalen Dupree is back in the game for Colorado State. And Ram fans can exhale just a little bit.
Might have got a little stinger.
Second down and 9 for Colorado State. Fowler Nicolosi, right sideline on the back shoulder. Incomplete. Darrell Bryant Jr. was right there with the intended receiver, Jackson Warren. Brings up third down.
It's really good coverage right there. Giving up a lot of size. But the throw was in a spot that it's us or no one else. That's a good job of taking care of the football there.
So 3rd and 9 for Colorado State. The offense has turned it over twice. There's been a missed field goal. Here's Jordan Ross. Ross trying to get to the edge. That'll be close. Evan Burrell was right there on the coverage. Get out of Aurora, Colorado. It's going to be short by a couple of yards. And decision time here for Colorado State. The good news is they have the 2-minute timeout to think about it. 10-0 Northern Colorado out in front, but the Rams with their best drive of the night.
New Altitude Plus is here. Nuggets and Avalanche. Your way, every game. Live featured events put matchups front and center. Countdown clocks keep you locked in. Altitude Plus puts you in control. Rewind, fast forward, watch live or on demand. And multi-view to see it all at once.
Brock Nelson finds Landis go. Yes!
Get the new annual plan and save $40. Sign up at altitudeplus.com, then download the app today.
Ready to give your car the clean it deserves? Cobblestone is just the place to do it. With 40 locations and more coming soon, there's sure to be a Cobblestone near you. Save time, save money, and wash all you want, whenever you want, at any Cobblestone location by going unlimited with no contract required. Stop by any Cobblestone location and ask a team member how to sign up today. Or visit cobblestone.com for more details. Go unlimited at Cobblestone, the official car wash partner of the Colorado Avalanche.
Set for kickoff here. Booming kick. Finds the lane. Hurdles the tackler. Running room on the left side. Past the 50. There he goes. Inside the 30. The 20. The 10. Touchdown!
Now this is for Beer for a Year here at Colorado State. Yes, sir. Right down Broadway for that young man. In basketball, you have to hit a half-court shot. Here it's a, what is that, set? 20-yard field goal?
20-yard field goal? That's not, I mean.
All right, sets
not
up.
that tough, right? Is it?
Half-court seems a little tougher. Taj Bullock in there. This is 4th and 1. Rams will go for it. Bullock straight up the middle. He dove for it. It'll depend on the spot, and it doesn't look
short.
Promising.
It looks short.
Rams going for it on 4th and 1, which clearly is the right call. That's going to be well short. I know the coaching staff would love to look at a replay of this one. And Guthrie and the Bears are going to head off fired up.
Yeah,
Preston Hadley, defensive coordinator, and Jay Norvell looks on.
I think you got to go a little quicker, right? He makes the quick fake outside. Allows people to get off blocks at times and watch the quick fake outside. But if he hits it right now, see the backer come back through the other side, the backside gap. Guthrie's able to make that tackle from the backside.
The Rams remain scoreless now at the 1:56 mark here in the first half of play. And UNC, FBS school, the Big Sky, they have seen their troubles of late, but they have the 10-0 lead. And Gibson back in there at quarterback, and Colorado State into the backfield. Jaquez Evans was there, and Aiden Hector also disruptive presence at Colorado State. Call a timeout. Second timeout for Colorado State. Boy, Jaquez Evans, he has the nickname Donut. Again, only played 3 games at Baylor last year. Before that, Jaquez Evans was with Tyson Summers, new defensive coordinator for CSU this year. They were together at Western Kentucky, and Evans was the Conference USA Player of the Year on the defensive side of the ball back in 2022. Injuries plagued him at 23. Last year at Baylor, injuries plagued him again. But expecting a big year and a possible vault into playing on Sundays with a good season here this year.
And I tell you what, you playing with that offense that was you know, at West Kentucky, throwing the ball just about every other down, throwing for 4,800 yards, so you know you're on the field a lot.
Eric Gibson Jr. at quarterback, making his first Division I start. Second down and 10 for UNC. Rams do have the 1 timeout left. Bears will get the football to open up the second half. This play will be blown dead, and the right tackle moving early, Jack Bacon.
See the left tackle, the play was changed at the line of scrimmage. The right tackle, excuse me. Jack Bacon got a little early start.
Third penalty of the game for Northern Colorado. Second down, 15, back to the ground game, and immediately Jay Norvell running down the sideline calling timeout.
Timeout, Colorado State. That is their final 30 seconds.
Northern Colorado be content to get into the halftime as fast as they can here, said.
Well, I mean,
up 10-0, and UNC is going to get the football, as we mentioned. They start the second half, Jay Norvell.
Well, I think you needed a little bit better start to this drive, right? It's 2nd and 10. You got 2 more downs. They're out of timeouts. They're going to get. They're most likely going to get a play or 2, maybe 1.
This will be 3rd down and 13 for UNC. That play clock. Now, set to kick it away like 1. A game so far tonight for head coach Ed Lamb and his crew making the short trek over. 34 for Greeley. By 25 in the first. Leading 10-0. This thing was unforeseen by just about anybody coming to the stadium tonight. Colorado State hoping for one final crack here at the end of the first half. Trying to get off the field on 3rd and 13.
You have to run the ball here. You can't.
They do. Colorado State understood it. And with the Rams, no timeouts left. This thing will go under a minute before Colorado State gets the ball back. Owen Long making the stop for CSU. He had the monster game at Washington last Saturday. Long picking up his 6th tackle of tonight's game.
Another explosive finish there by Owen Long. Explosive finish.
Long is one of those kids who, again, there's not a lot of players back returning defensively for the Rams. As that Lamb, you imagine, going to use a timeout here when that play clock hits 1. But Owen Long, a kid that played not as a starter last season for the Rams, but as a defensive player.
That is their second 30 seconds.
So the Bears do bring it under 1 minute to go in the first half. Clock stops at 57 seconds, and the Rams are going to get the football back here with no timeouts, and figure they're going to be pretty aggressive on this punt block here.
Yeah, I believe so. You got to just get it out of there. If you're UNC, you've done so many good things, right? You can't allow one play at the end of a half to really get this crowd back into this game.
Leo Blumentritt, sophomore out of Germany, back to punt this one away. He had a punt partially blocked in the first quarter last week against Shadron State. Tommy Maher standing at midfield.
Setting up the return.
This is returnable. Maher from his own 46. Maher near sideline. Tommy Maher to the 30. And he lost the ball. UNC says they have it.
I'm not so sure he didn't take it out of his hands while he was in the air. Like they got.
The officials are talking about it. We'll get a look at the replay here.
Like that ball was already loose. Like it's laying on his stomach. And there's a clear recovery right there. It's loose. That ball's out before the knee. And it's laying on his stomach.
It comes after a 28-yard return. There's an injured Bear on the turf as well. Patrick Foy, our referee, communicating with the folks upstairs. And you'd be shocked if they don't look at this one, Sad. Injured Bear getting up and happy. Trying to see what number for that Bear. Well, we'll see what they do with this one. And again, if they do look at it, and if this call is overturned on the field, it's not ruled a fumble.
I don't even think they're talking about it.
Okay. Now the injured Bear that went off the field was Zach Pekarik, and Pekarik was the young man that had the fumble recovery on the muff punt by Tommy Barr, the third Ram turnover. So if you can read lips, he said the ruling on the field was the runner was down.
Right.
But obviously they're going to go take a look at this. And look, the ball definitely came out. Is the knee down?
The ball's loose there, though, but it's already loose.
Yep.
That's the thing. So
no, you're right.
I don't know how, once it starts moving on that swipe, and there's a clear recovery there. Watch the swipe right here, and the ball starts moving right there. The ball's moving. And he took it right out of his arm.
Yeah. It's hard to argue against that. Ball's out, knees down there. And boy, this would be the fourth turnover of the first half, and you'll have to dig deep into the stat book. Find the last time the Rams have turned it over 4 times and a half. Last time they turned it over 3 times and a half. Well, it was last year here against Colorado. They turned it over 3 times in the second half against the Buffaloes on September 14th of 2024. Bears leading 10-0. And a lot of perplexed fans in orange here tonight in Fort Collins. And this has just been a nightmare of a first half for Jay Norvell in his 4th season. And again, the optimism stemming from last week. On the road at Washington, tie football game midway through the 3rd quarter. So look at this again. Ali Maher, the redshirt freshman. First-year returning punts, muffed one earlier.
Runner fumbled the ball prior to being down. It was recovered by Northern Colorado at the 25-yard line. The runner was down there at the 25. It'll be Northern Colorado's ball, first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Well, Colorado State was going to be teed up at the 25-yard line, said down 10-0. With the golden opportunity to steal late points here in the first half.
If I'm UNC, I'd take a knee, get out of here.
And could not have gotten any better for the UNC
Absolutely.
Bears. So Eric Gibson Jr. going to be the quarterback. Don't expect much here. Quick throw cheeks on the near side. They'll be able to make one man miss, and then they got hit down hard to the turf, and that's Owen Long again. He's been a missile for the 2nd consecutive game for CSU. UNC coming up to the line of scrimmage. They have 1 timeout left here in the first half. Gibson's going to go back to the air. Underneath route as Traore, the running back, a little bit of room, and gets upended at the 35-yard line. Clock will stop to move the chains here with 18 seconds to go. C.J. Blocker had the tackle for the Rams. Transfer from Utah. Now UNC going to use a timeout.
Timeout. Northern Colorado. That is their final 30 seconds.
If you're UNC, to your point, Sad, you don't want to get too cute here. I mean, 18 seconds to go. You haven't exactly moved the football well offensively. It's 10-0, but it's been more of the turnovers than it's been the Bear offense.
Absolutely. Listen, I applaud you. You want to be aggressive. You want to dictate. You want to do all those things. That's awesome. But you're in a position that you want to be in right now, heading into halftime, and you get the ball coming out in the second half.
And you get the ball coming out in the second half. I mean, if they do anything close to risky here, it would have you scratching your head. 18 seconds to go in the half, 10-0. Ruby Kaiser, 3rd member of our broadcast team, is down to the sideline. We'll get a comment from head coach Jay Norvell coming off the field. And that'll be interesting to hear. Rams
free play.
Like
you got a free one. Just throw it up.
Gibson
throw it up. You got a free play.
That down the field. It is tipped, and it's tipped off at the 40. Again, penalty markers are down. Tripping across the 50-yard line is C.J. Blocker.
But I don't.
is not going to stand.
Throw it up early. Give your guy outside a chance to make a play. Great use of the snap count, though. I mean, got your freebie.
Officials continue to talk about this. And did another penalty marker come down at the end of the play after blocker spiked the football? And there's Jay Norvell talking to the youngster out of Houston in his first year in the program.
There are 2 fouls on the play, both on the defense.
Oh my gosh.
Offside, defense number 8. After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense number 28. 17, correction, number 17. That is his first of the game towards his qualification. Both those fouls will be enforced. Automatic first down.
Great use of the snap count there.
There's Agers and Evans. And C.J. Blocker, that's a young man, third year of college football. And he was upset that he tripped over one of the yard lines. This sets up Hail Mary territory here at the 45-yard line. They'll get a couple of plays at it. UNC out of timeouts. Up 10-0 here. Gibson gonna dump it off over the flat. Traore stopped at the 43-yard line.
Gonna clock it. Gonna clock it.
And they're not gonna have enough time to do that. Now the last time Colorado State had 4 turnovers and a half. Have to go back to October of 2019. Game against San Diego State. And Coach Jay Norvell down at the sideline, talking to some of his players. Head Lamb going off the side. Let's go downstairs to Ruby Kaiser.
Coach, what adjustments do you have to make at the half to get back in this game?
We just got to settle down. Made too many self-inflicted errors. The guys just, we put a lot into last week, and our guys just got to get refocused and play good, solid football.
Thank you. Brian.
All right, thanks, Ruby. Appreciate that. And, yeah, hit that reset button. Colorado State coming into this contest heavily favored. And the favored team finds themselves down 10-0 here at the intermission. An Ag Day orange out. Sellout crowd here in Fort Collins. A bit surprised by this one. We're at halftime. Bears out in front.
Turns out, caffeine can be tasty. Tasty caffeine is the new standard. With 17 flavors to choose from, find your flavor today.
The 14th annual Cronky Sports Charities Give Sports Equipment Drive, presented by Colorado Honda Dealers, is Saturday, September 20th at Ball Arena. Your donation of new and gently used sports equipment gives underserved youth in our community the opportunity to participate in sports. Cash donations are also accepted and help support a Precious Child Sports Scholarship Program. Donors will receive a donation receipt and a voucher for 2 tickets to a Denver Nuggets or Colorado Avalanche preseason home game while supplies last. The new Altitude Plus is here. Nuggets and Avalanche. Your way, every game. Live featured events put matchups front and center. Countdown clocks keep you locked in. Altitude Plus puts you in control. Rewind, fast forward, watch live or on demand. And multi-view to see it all at once.
Brock Nelson punts, Landis go! Yes!
Get the new annual plan and save $40. Sign up at altitudeplus.com, then download the app today.
Mix 100.
Live and local with Jeremy, Katie, and Josh in the morning.
I love you guys. I love this morning show. You guys bring so much energy.
Thank you, I'm going to save that audio and send it to the boss.
Yeah. Denver's best music. Mix. Everybody at the bar getting Jeremy, Katie, and Josh in the morning. Denver's best music all day. Mix 100.
With the Mountain West app, it's your game, your way. designed for superfans like you, so that you'll never miss a play. We've got you covered with free access to thousands of Mountain West games, from your phone to the big screen. Stream live games, watch highlights, and unlock exclusive content anytime. Download the app today.
We're at halftime here in Fort Collins, and, well, unplanned, shocking what's happened in the first half. Northern Colorado, they have the 10-0 lead over Colorado State. Brian Roth back with you. Well, it's a Colorado State offensive line that is being rebuilt here in the offseason, having to return just 2 players, but you have to replace 3. And this is an offensive line that hopes to build a strong running game as the season progresses.
Hey, everybody's live. Hey, everybody stay off the ground. Stay off the ground. Switch off, okay?
This group's really evolved since the spring. You know, bringing a mix of guys in, some grad transfers to help us bridge the gap between the recruiting classes that we've had. You know, after losing Jacob, Savion, and Drew, I think the summer was a real bonding period for those guys, and this training camp has been proven to be just an addition to that. These guys are coming together nicely, fitting together, and you know they've been passed the torch. Tanner and Karras, those guys have been passed the torch from Jacob and those guys that I mentioned before, and they're coming along nicely.
Well, the biggest part about being an O-lineman is gelling together and playing as a we over me mentality. And that mentality goes throughout our whole team, but especially in the offensive line room, you got to be playing 5 as 1. So the gelling together is a very important part. And through the spring and through fall, it's been incredible to see all of us come in with new guys, with young guys, and play 5 as 1 and really grow with the relationship between one another. And it's taught very well through our coaches and through the leaders on the field.
What the MOB stands for, made of brothers, just brotherhood. You know, I like to think of us as like, really, as simple as it might sound, we're brothers. We'll be there for each other no matter what. You know, if we have a bad day, we'll pick each other up. If we're having a good day, we'll lift ourselves up even higher.
The combination of the best 5, best group of 5 we can find, put on the field, and you know we are deep. We do have depth. It's just there's razor thin competition going on right now, which is a really good thing for a coach, and we feel good about that room. And what we're looking for right now as we push through is just consistency out of everybody personally as a unit, and then just confidence so we can play fast and unleash all this talent we have.
To prove that there is such a thing as free money, we gave people a little sample of Ibotta.
Hi, could I interest you in a sample from Ibotta?
What's going on? It's just money.
Ibotta is an app that gives you cash back every time you shop. What is it? It's money.
So I can just take this. This is real.
This is insane.
What's the catch?
There's no catch. It's just cash.
Get cash back every time you shop with Ibotta.
Dear unbreakable spirit, when the terrain is gnarly, you steady us. When obstacles are ahead, you lift us. When the turf is hostile, you inspire us. Own a legend. Toyota Trucks.
Right now, get 2.99% APR financing on Tacoma, or lease a Tacoma for just $249 per month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Hey kids, your dad and I have a surprise for you.
Is it a puppy?
Better.
Did you tell him?
Nope.
We're going to First Bank!
Will you ever really love your bank this much?
Why are we frozen?
I think we're in a commercial.
Maybe not, but that won't stop us from trying.
Can I go to First Bank now?
You gotta get to the tagline. There it is.
First Bank. Banking for good.
Look closely at this truck. You'll see hard work, a great adventure, and so much more. Inside and out, it's designed for the family, the road trip, and the most demanding job. The Ford F-150. It's time to see Ford in a new light. Now get this low zero-down lease on a built Ford Tough F-150 for just $479 a month, only at your local Ford stores.
Are you a mechanic with automotive or diesel experience? Take your career to the next level with Welch Equipment. Don't know how to work on forklifts? Well, it's never been a better time to learn. Best part is, we pay you for it. On top of that, we're currently offering a $2,000 hiring bonus for a limited time. Join our team for a great work environment and even greater benefits. Scan the code on screen now and apply. It only takes 5 minutes.
All right, welcome back to Fort Collins. We are at halftime. Colorado State and Northern Colorado in an Ag Day orange out. Sellout crowd enjoying this one. Well, it's a Colorado State defense that is just about completely new, and one of those position groups that is new as well as defensive line. Let's take you in that Ram locker room and introduce you to the guys in the trenches.
I want my hands above my eyes. You with me, okay? And my head below his chin. I am lower than he is.
I just want to see the physicality, day in and day out, whether that's practice, whether that's week 1, week 2, week 3, it doesn't matter who we play or where we go. I want to see this group be the most physical unit on the team, and we preach about that every day. Those guys come out with energy all the time, and that's what's awesome about it. But they also know that if it's not up to par, they'll hear from me, and so we talk about being player-led. We talk about those guys taking accountability for what they got to do. But again, it is my job to get them going. And so those guys know I like to have fun. I want it to be high energy. I want those guys playing fast and confident.
Punch through. Get him off. Get off with body. Try to hold. Here we go. Hit. Go. Pull.
Last year we played a different technique. This year we're playing more of a technique where we're able to, as D linemen, to make plays. And I think going from spring to fall camp, me, myself, the people that have been here, playing a lot more comfortable, being able to play with confidence, stuff like that. And then also being able to bring the other guys up around the room, the newer guys, the transfers, the freshmen, and getting them on the same page as us.
It's just going out there and just being really disruptive. Sometimes just hit up Mohamed Kamara, he was a freak when he was here, so I'll just talk to him, send him film sometimes, ask him like how he's doing, just check up on him, just be like, hey, so if you were in the situation, what would you do? They run a lot of the same, like our defense, a lot of the same way we run it, so it just really coincides really well.
Come on. Good.
We talk about, I'll coach everything I need to, but attitude and effort, that's a given every single day. I just want to bring that type of accountability, that type of energy. I want them to understand that I am a teacher. They can come to me, whether that's the meeting room, whether it's in my office, whether that's on the sideline in a game, and it's calm, it's cool, it's collected, and we'll get it coached, we'll get it taught, we'll get it fixed. They know it right away when it's not up to par. They'll tap their head and go, that's on me. I said, yes it is, right? And they go out and get it fixed. So this group has been so mature. They just show up ready to work every single day, and obviously to do my job, I just want to give them all the tools possible to be successful.
The 14th annual Kroenke Sports Charities Gift Sports Equipment Drive, presented by Colorado Honda Dealers, is Saturday, September 20th at Ball Arena. Your donation of new and gently used sports equipment gives underserved youth in our community the opportunity to participate in sports. Cash donations are also accepted and help support a Precious Child Sports Scholarship Program. Donors will receive a donation receipt and a voucher for 2 tickets to a Denver Nuggets or Colorado Avalanche preseason home game while supplies last.
Across Denver, the first choice, the one choice, is the care you have long trusted. Now under one new name, HCA Health One. We're one team offering the care you need, where and when you need it, to help create a healthier tomorrow for us all. Our new name is HCA Health One, the only name, the one name to know for all your care, for all your life.
Google Fiber is expanding to the Lakewood, Colorado area soon.
We give them a choice that has free installation, no data caps, no contracts, and an industry-leading service.
We also are one of the fastest on the market, and I think having a local team here changes the game, so our customer service is steps above.
It gives us multi-gigabit internet service where none exists today.
Find out when G-Fiber is coming to your neighborhood. Sign up for updates at fiber.google.com/Lakewood.
Congratulations to Mix 100's Jeremy, Katie, and Josh.
And Nina Blanco, who were all big winners at this year's Colorado Broadcasters Association Awards.
Jeremy, Katie, and Josh were named Best Morning Show.
As well as the best radio station personalities in all of Denver.
And our girl Nina was named the Best Afternoon Show.
Thank you for choosing live and local and listening to Mix 100, Denver's best music. Mix 100.
Outdoor TV will never be the same thanks to the new Game & Fish TV.
Now that's what we're talking about.
It's all free, all adventure, all the time.
Oh, that's amazing.
World-class outdoor TV for free.
What's not to like?
No one saw this coming, except, well, us. And maybe him.
I want a river dance so bad up here.
Game & Fish TV. All free, always. Watch now on GameandFishTV.com and your favorite streaming platforms.
Back here at Canvas Stadium, the home opener, the 2025 season. And Northern Colorado has come in at a 10-0 lead here at the midway point. Welcome back, everybody. Alongside Seth Bonner, Brian Roth with you. An auspicious first half for Jay Norvell and Colorado State. I don't think anybody saw this coming. Rams came in heavy favorites. Colorado State, year 4 of Jay Norvell. Expectations, optimism high. UNC coming off the last 2 years where they're 1-23, but here they are, 10-0 lead at halftime.
And they've just played hard. They've executed when they needed to. They've been able to put points and get points off of turnovers. And anytime you could go on the road and do those things, you have a shot.
If you're Jay Norvell, what are you saying to your team right now? Now, we heard him tell Ruby Kaiser coming off the sideline, hey, we just got to settle down, but what else to see is you have to do other than stop turning the ball over?
Well, I mean, do you want the PG version or the other version?
I think we better do the G version.
Listen,
here,
you have to come out with passion and energy and play that way the entirety of the game. You're at home in front of your fans. Ag Day, the crowd is awesome. Over 15,000 students. You want those kids coming back? Give them a show to come back and see.
Yep, Colorado State has some wood to chop here in the second half. All right, how did we get to this point? Turnovers. 4 in the first half for the Orange-clad Rams.
And just bad ball security here, right? You just got to take care of the ball, and that's something that he will continue to grow on and learn. But here you stare down the receiver, safety gets an early break, and he's not just any safety, he's a great safety. Is able to get over the top and make a play.
And then special teams, they're doing their part in the destruction here. Tommy Maher muffs the punt.
Just a muff punt. He didn't get underneath the ball and really find it, but this one's a tough one. He gets a decent return, sets him up in good field position, but right there, the punch out, tremendous effort by Benner there to punch it out.
Yeah, and that came with 57 seconds to go in the first half. Rams looking for points at the end of the half. Well, there's the stats and said the Ram defense is actually playing pretty good football. It's the offense and special teams that aren't pulling their way.
Yeah, I just think the defense has to continue doing what they've done. They've just stay where you are. You know your offense is going to catch fire at some point. They've got to get it going. And as soon as that happens, you're able to put pressure on the Bears and get them uncomfortable and turn them into some mistakes.
Well, Northern Colorado, again, the mistakes that the Rams have made, they have been able to capitalize. Here's their scoring drive. For the only touchdown of the game, it was only a 39-yard drive.
Yeah, you get the ball in great field position and you make enough plays. You see the zone read, and Gwen does a nice job of getting it down to the 1. You bring Keone in there for the score, and they did such a nice job on that drive, and just the little things. And was able to punch it over.
So 2 turnovers to the offense, 2 special teams turnovers. And then don't forget, they got stopped on the 15-yard line, turned it over on downs as well. 10-0, the score here at halftime. Rams back on the field. Third quarter comes your way next.
New Altitude Plus is here. Nuggets and Avalanche. Your way, every game. Live featured events put matchups front and center. Countdown clocks keep you locked in. Altitude Plus puts you in control. Rewind, fast forward, watch live or on demand. And multi-view to see it all at once.
Brock Nelson finds Landeskog. Yes!
Get the new annual plan and save $40. Sign up at altitudeplus.com, then download the app today.
When it comes to serving your state and country, why should you choose the National Guard as your path? Active duty means full-time service, but it takes you far away from home. Reserves offer part-time service, but you're on standby waiting for the call from active duty. In the Colorado National Guard, you get the best of both worlds. Serve close to home, support your community in times of need, and still answer the call for your state and country. Join the Colorado Army National Guard, where you're not just a soldier, you're a hometown hero.
Dear unbreakable spirit, when the terrain is gnarly, you steady us. When obstacles are ahead, you lift us. When the turf is hostile, you inspire us. Own a legend. Toyota Trucks.
Right now, get 2.99% APR financing on Tacoma, or lease a Tacoma for just $249 per month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
To prove that there is such a thing as free money, we gave people a little sample of Ibotta.
Hi, could I interest you in a sample from Ibotta?
What's going on?
It's just money?
Ibotta is an app that gives you cash back every time you shop. What is it? It's money.
So I can just take this.
This is real.
This is insane.
What's the catch?
There's no catch. It's just cash.
Get cash back every time you shop with Ibotta.
Set for kickoff here. Booming kick. Finds the lane. Hurdles the tackler. Running room on the left side. Past the 50. There he goes. Inside the 30. The 20. The 10. Touchdown!
Now Tanner Morley, one of the captains, a former Valor Christian Eagle, trying to get the Colorado State Rams fired up as both teams back out on the field, and the UNC Bears leading on the road by the count of 10-0. Pep fan for UNC making the trek over. Welcome back, everybody. Brian Rothstedt-Bonner and Colorado State Ram offense. They have turned it over a couple of times. They have missed a field goal, and they've turned it over on downs inside the red zone, and all of what you see right there spells disaster.
If they just come out and execute, they should win this game.
Yeah.
And to me, it comes down to emotion. The Bears playing right now. So I just would love to see the Rams come out with that type of energy second half.
Now, Jay Norvell said his team had to calm down, settle down, going into the Ram locker room. And the great thing about football, you have two halves, and there's still 30 minutes left to play. UNC with a 10-0 lead. They're going to get the football to open up the second half. And this kickoff will sail out of the back of the end zone. And here comes that Northern Colorado offense. UNC in the first half, they went 3 and out 3 times. And we mentioned the Colorado State Ram defense. They played pretty well. You hold a team under 100 yards of total offense in a single half. That's quality. But Ed Lamb and his crew have the 10-0 lead.
We also were able to turn them away inside the 15-yard line and force the field goal. I mean, the defense has been great, and maybe they'll take it upon themselves to get the scoring started.
Pair of running backs in there for UNC on 1st down and 10 from their own 25-yard line. This is Gwynn over the left side trying to cut it back, and guess who? Owen Long. He had 13 tackles against Washington last week, and Long picking up his 8th stop of the night.
Typically when he hits you, it's extremely forceful as well. He's a guy that tracks the football, gets there with great pace and velocity.
Owen Long started last year at 195 pounds. 12 months later, he's playing at 230 pounds for Colorado State. He's always had the good speed, sideline to sideline kid last year as a freshman. Now he's got the weight to go with it. Gibson can keep it himself. Ball's on the turf. It's Owen Long. He has it to the 10, and the turnover bug bites the
Running on the
Bears.
field is a fumble recovered by the defense. First down,
I just
Colorado
mentioned
State.
defense is going to take it upon themselves to make a play. Quarterback run, design run. Eric Gibson gets out and gets punched out at the point of attack there by Jacob Ellis. And Johnny on the spot. Owen Long.
Fisher Clements saving a touchdown there. The tight end with a good hustle, and really said it was almost a carbon copy to what the Rams' first turnover of the game looked like when Braden Fowler-Nicolosi lost it trying to scramble in the backfield. Colorado State set up with their best starting field position of the contest. First turnover of the game for UNC after they saw CSU turn it over 4 times in the first half. Taj Bullock is going to start as the quarterback, and miscommunication, and CSU
Timeout.
was a timeout.
Colorado State, that is their first. 30 seconds.
Now exactly what Colorado State needed. The defense, we have remarked about the fact, hey, look, you're down 10-0, but the defense has played well in that first half. You needed them to be opportunistic, as you mentioned, said, and boy, did they come up with a play this CSU team desperately needed, and they get one within the first minute of the third quarter. Now, it's up to this offense to do something with it.
It is, and right now everybody's like, well, how do you have to call a timeout right there? Well, listen, we're trying to get points on the board. We need to get this call right, make sure everybody's in the right spot. There was a little confusion with alignment. Got to get this timeout and make it count when you go for this touchdown here.
Taj Bullock, the Akron transfer, will remain in there at quarterback. Lloyd Avant off his left pocket. Designed run right up the hash marks. And Bullock will speed to the 6-yard line. Number of Bears in on the stop there. Brings up second down. And that's just a designed run the entire way for Taj Bullock. Scored on one last week. Bullock going to come to the sideline. Braden Fowler-Nicolosi back in the Colorado State lineup.
He does such a nice job of reading that, Brian. Like, just understanding where his lanes are, where his holes are. And then he's got a big frame and body where he can go push the pile forward.
Fowler-Nicolosi working from the shotgun on 2nd down and 4. To the air on the slant. It's incomplete. And penalty markers come down. Derek Jones had the coverage, and he got in there a little bit early.
It's solid coverage, but what he does is he wraps.
Kay Lanier was the intended receiver.
Pass interference. Defense number 27. The foul occurred in the end zone by Wool, replaced at the 2-yard line. First down, Colorado State.
Watch him wrap his arm around the receiver. It kind of spins him out of it right there. See his body turning? If he just plays through without pulling on that right hip, that's a solid play.
First down goal to go for Colorado State. Fowler-Nicolosi will turn and hand. Avant left side. He's in for the touchdown. Fire the cannon. The Rams are on the board.
Just an outside zone. Great log block there by the tight end coming around. Oh, cracks in his jump shot and then takes it straight to dance moves.
You couldn't have asked for a better start to the second half if you're Colorado State. Just on the flip side, you couldn't have asked for a worse start to the game. Throughout the entire first half, the BAT is up to good for Isaiah Hankins. The defense coming up with a big-time turnover. Owen Long with the scoop. And a couple of plays later, Lloyd Avant finding pay dirt for the first time in his Colorado State career.
Factor Creatine gummies build muscle and strength, improve recovery, and boost cognitive function. Why? Force Factor Creatine gummies contain 5 grams of clinically studied creatine monohydrate in each delicious serving. Search Amazon now for Force Factor Creatine gummies.
you had your Hershey's? The Denver Nuggets Basketball Academy is growing the game of basketball in our community by empowering youth and giving them the necessary skills to become athletes and leaders. The Academy hosts several clinics and camps each year. All programs are led by Academy professionals focused on providing top-tier instruction. For more information on programs and to get the latest updates, visit nuggets.com/youth, and don't forget to sign up for the Kids Club newsletter.
Cool 105 is bringing the cool and the cash with the 2025 High-Low Game, Denver's biggest money guessing game, with jackpots as big as the year, up to $2,025. Just guess the exact amount and you win.
That's the jackpot!
All right! Listen all day, play with your friends, and win that cool cash. The 2025 Mile High High-Low Game, powered by Horse Palace Swan Ranch Gaming and Plumline Services, only on Cool 105.
Now Lodavant finds the end zone for the Colorado State Rams, and CSU on the board. Early stages of the third quarter, they trailed Northern Colorado by the count of 10-7. We welcome you back here to a sold-out Canvas Stadium. Brian Roth, Seth Bonner, and happy to be bringing in the president of Colorado State University, Miss Amy Parsons. How are you, ma'am?
Hey, Brian, I'm great. How are you?
Well, we are doing good, and the Ram fans out there doing much better after the turn of events here in this third quarter. But man,
sure.
What can you say about this day? Ag Day is always great, but when you throw in the great weather, you throw in a 5 o'clock start, you throw in the fact that Northern Colorado turned out, I mean, so much fun.
It is so much fun. I think Ag Day is the best tradition that we have at CSU. It's one of the best traditions in college football and definitely in the state of Colorado. And you see that in the turnout today. You know, we set a record today for student turnout. And when they all turn orange, they absolutely bring the energy. It really kicks it into a next level. You see that out there in the crowd. It's been so much fun.
15,000 students in attendance here tonight as UNC takes over the football and gets into the air on first down. And you know, it speaks to really the way Colorado State continues to grow and thrive. And I know you had all the freshmen in here a couple of weeks ago, and did I hear that right? The largest freshman class in history?
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what I love is it's the largest class we've ever had from the state of Colorado. So Colorado kids are choosing CSU, and it's because of this culture. You know, it's the excellence in academics, it's our traditions, and then you see it out there on game days like this. People really want to be a part of it.
Yeah, without question. And Northern Colorado, I mean, my bang for the buck, it's the best place in the state to live. All right, Gibson, deep ball near sideline, incomplete on second down and long. And they'll bring up third down.
You know, Brian, I mean, you look around on a day like today, you've got the blue skies, you've got the Aggie orange out. I mean, this is Colorado. This is quintessential Colorado.
Yeah, incredible.
I told Brian I wanted to represent, so I've got the, some orange going. Being a Colorado guy, I understand. I have a lot of kids from the school I work at have come to school here. How important is it for you just to continue to grow this base and the alumni base and keep them involved?
You know, it is the most important thing. In CSU, we've got the largest alumni network in the state, and that's a real value to us. And, oh, there we go.
And first down out across the 40-yard line. And the drive will stay alive here for Northern Colorado. But we talk about enrollment numbers, and those are huge. But, I mean, fundraising numbers, engagement numbers. I mean, everything's up across the board.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, we set a new record for fundraising this year. We set a new record for research, and that's hard to do right now in this environment. And, but our fundraising record, that's really a testament to our alumni believe in what we're doing right now and our donors, and they see the direction that CSU is going in. This is an epic season for us. This is our last season in the Mountain West before we move into the Pac-12 and show them what we really are all about.
Yeah, $231 million in donor giving on the slant. That'll be enough for the first down for UNC, putting together one of their best drives. But, we talk about, and I was telling somebody earlier today about why the campus needed the stadium on it, right? And we loved Hughes, but it's for days like this. And athletics continues to be the front porch for this university, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Canvas Stadium has been such a gift, and you really look at a game day like today, we've got the Ag Barbecue out there, We've got Colorado growers from all over the state who come into CSU. You see the alumni. Did you see the student tailgate today? Incredible.
And that ball knocked down at the line of scrimmage, and now there's the safety, Jake Jarmolowicz. Boy, nearly came up with an interception right there.
And that would have been a pick six, Brian. That would have set this crowd off right there.
Yeah.
And one of the other things I loved about this weekend, it's Ram Legends weekend. Of course, we had the Hall of Fame banquet last night, which was so much fun. And then, of course, the Ring of Honor here today.
Oh, my God. I was just hanging out with Bradley Van Pelt downstairs. I mean, you see Joey Porter walking around and Bubba and Sonny Lubick. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that.
No, it's absolutely incredible. And second down run to the 40 will bring up third down. Yeah, I had a chance to run into PVP last night on my way to the Hall of Fame and had a chance to hang out with him for a
amazing
little bit.
Guy.
He still looks like he can play.
Amazing guy. I know, absolutely. He's here with his 6 kids.
I know. I saw him in Fresno last year, and I was like, 6 kids, Bradley. But if anybody has energy for 6 kids, it's Bradley Van Pelt. All right. Well, let's see if the Rams get off the field here on third down. UNC 2 of 8 on third down so far here in the contest. One of their best drives of the game. And now we'll get a timeout. Well, Amy, thank you so much for stopping by. We
Colorado
always appreciate
State,
the time.
that is their second.
Thanks, Brian. You do such a great job. Thanks so much. Thanks for what you do.
Enjoy the rest of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Go Rams.
All right, that's the president of Colorado State University, Amy Parsons. 10-7 Rams with the lead, and said this is a big third down coming up for Colorado State. Got to get off the field.
Got to get off the field. Listen, they had another issue with alignment, right? So you had 2 timeouts. 2 timeouts gone.
Yeah, Colorado State with just the 1 timeout left. Rams used one before their first offensive play of the third quarter. After the fumble recovery in the red zone, now using one just a moment ago here on third down. This is 3rd and 8 for the UNC Bears. Owen Long has been a monster tonight for Colorado State. The fumble recovery and has 9 stops in the contest.
Gibson has had success in the middle of the field, throwing slants and inside breaking routes, nothing outside. I'm taking away everything inside if I'm CSU.
And now Northern Colorado will use their first timeout.
Timeout, Northern Colorado, that is their first. 30 seconds.
So Ed Lamb understanding the importance of this contest. And this 3rd and 8 continues to loom over Canvas Stadium. Well, tonight's telecast brought to you by Vectra Bank Colorado. Put the financial professionals at Vectra to work for you, big enough to count, small enough to care. Learn more at VectraBank.com, a division of Zions Bank Corporation and a member FDIC. Again, a big thank you there to President Amy Parsons. We had Director of Athletics John Weber up in the booth a little bit earlier. The Ram fans here for this one, clad in their orange garb. 3rd and 8 upcoming. Beautiful shots from the drone. Gibson remains in there at quarterback. Cheeks in motion. Rams bringing 5 down the seam. It's incomplete. They were looking for Clements, the tight end. Yarmolowicz was stride for stride. It'll bring up 4th down.
You have the throw, but the throw is too flat. Right? He throws it a little too flat. You put a little touch on it. Give him a chance to, at minimum, get a pass interference call.
Offense will stay out there for UNC here at the Colorado State 40-yard line.
Yeah, they're in that kind of no man's land. They don't have enough leg to get a field goal here. I'll take a shot here.
Northern Colorado's 1 for 1 on 4th down here in the contest. Trying to get the Rams to jump. They did. Free play. Far sideline. Leaping grab. Caught inside the 15-yard line. Carver Cheeks, a Colorado Springs kid.
I mean, you have to be more disciplined than that. You know it's coming. You know it's coming. You have to be more disciplined.
Offside. Defense number 9. Now penalties decline. The result of the play is a first down.
Well, another 4th down pickup, and any number of Rams could have been called with the offsides there. Sets up 1st down goal to go here for UNC, and What to this point is the biggest plays of this contest, a 4th down and 8 conversion.
Wow.
At 32 to go in the 3rd period of play. Colorado State was trailing 10-0 at halftime. A fumble recover and a score here in the 3rd. Opening drive for UNC. Gwynn on the Wildcat. Rams knew exactly what was coming. Gain of 1 on the play. Owen Long, Jaquez Evans, Jacob Bellis on the vicinity. 2nd down. We've seen Gwynn out of that Wildcat on a handful of occasions. Had that 14-yard run down to the 1-yard line on UNC's only touchdown drive. It was a drive of just 39 yards. Set up by a Braden Fowler-Nicolosi fumble. The Rams have turned it over 4 times in the game. UNC with a turnover. Their first early in the 3rd. 2nd down and 9 for UNC. Right up the middle with the backup quarterback. We've seen him a few times. Keone. Jarmalowicz and Hector on the stop. It'll bring up 3rd down. Win. And again, we saw him limping off the field. He had that ankle tied up.
Yeah, anytime you get bodies rolling around.
Keone stays in there at quarterback for UNC. Keeps it himself. CSU able to dive in and knock him off his pins. No gain on the play. But
what's the flag?
Penalty marker on the play. Jake Jarmalowicz once again in on the stop, and Keone losing his helmet.
Oh
boy.
It is a face mask.
Jaquez Evans coming in there and did get a piece, and boy, what a break for Northern Colorado. And Keone had his helmet ripped off. This will set up 1st down goal to go, and that came on a 3rd down play, and that's not good news there for the Bears.
Personal
That's
foul.
Jack Bacon.
Face mask. Defense number 9. The penalty is half the distance to the goal from the end of the run. Automatic 1st down.
And Bacon's the starting right tackle. There's Jaquez Evans. He's made a number of plays so far tonight. But that time, got his hands caught in the face mask. And
correction, number 10 of the offense.
You see him knifing down right here in the end of it, right there.
There's Bacon getting rolled up at the end of that play. A lot going on in that small space. Well, to set up 1st down goal to go here for the UNC Bears. They converted on a 4th down and long on this drive moments ago, and there on 3rd down, Colorado State had him stuffed at the line of scrimmage, but a personal foul face mask has set up a 1st down goal to go. Inside 9 minutes to go in the 3rd period of play. First down goal to go from the 4-yard line. Gibson hands, Traore sniffing the goal line, can't find it. Down inside the 1.
Just short. Nice job of pounding the rock inside and just being patient. And we talking to the coach staff, they knew the Bears would come in here and try to bleed every second off the clock and just take their time and methodically try to get down and get some scores.
This will be the 12th play of the drive set, to your point. Drive that has gone over 5 minutes now. Keone back in there at quarterback. He'll sneak it right up the middle. A massive humanity. No signal yet from the officials. Bears thinks it's a touchdown, but it'll bring up 3rd down. So 3rd down goal to go from inside the 1-yard line coming up for UNC. Keone remains in there at quarterback. And to Traore, and he's in for the touchdown. And UNC, a couple of breaks along the way, and they'll make the Rams pay. And it's 16-7.
Listen, what a response. I mean, you can't You fumble early, give up a score, and you come back with a long drive.
Found out on the field for an injured player.
Wow.
Rocco Traore, junior from Linwood, Washington, played safety last year, moved to offense this year. And he finds the end zone for the first time here in the 2025 campaign. There is an injured player down on the field. It's a UNC offensive lineman.
No time out on the field.
They just lost the right tackle, Jack Bacon. And that's the left tackle, Levi Johnson. Kid that played his high school ball at the Classical Academy down in Colorado Springs, but looks like he is up. And
the walk is getting cleaner.
Yeah.
Right, as he started out limping, now it's getting cleaner.
Said to your point, great answer, though, from UNC. CSU off the mat, they get a touchdown off a turnover. And you come back with the ensuing drive and go down the field, a 13-play, 75-yard drive. PAT is up, and it is good. UNC extends the lead back to 10 here at Fort Collins.
We're all seeking a spark, that can't deny it feeling that pushes you forward. For us, it starts here, where elevation fuels inspiration and roots run deep. We make a difference with high-impact research and rise up when it matters most. Your education begins on campus, but your experience can take you anywhere. When you find your energy at CSU, you discover anything is possible.
Mix 100.
Live and local with Jeremy, Katie, and Josh in the morning.
I love you guys. I love this morning show. You guys bring so much energy.
Thank you, I'm going to save that audio and send it to the boss.
Yeah. Denver's best music.
Mix.
Everybody at the Jeremy, Katie, and Josh in the morning. Denver's best music all day. Mix 100.
The new Altitude Plus is here, and it's loaded. New look, new features, new shows. Watch up to 4 feeds at once. Chat it up, talk your talk right in the app. If you live for Avalanche hockey, Altitude Plus is your season pass. What are you waiting for? Let's go, baby!
Sign up at altitudeplus.com.
Want some football trivia? Just ask Siri, who is Mountain West football's all-time winningest coach?
Hey, man, I'm sorry you didn't win, but please give it up for XL right now. All right, welcome back here to Fort Collins. It's 17-7 UNC with the lead over Colorado State. They go 75 yards, and there's Rocco Traore. Moved from defense to running back and plunges in from 1 yard away. Of course, the big play on that drive, the 4th and 8 at the CSU 40-yard line. UNC's going for it. Rams jump off sides, turns it into a free play, and Eric Gibson found Carver Cheeks 29 yards down the right sideline for the first down. Longest play of the night.
You also, the face mask down there on third and goal hurt him as well.
Well, we saw the Apple Siri there. It's a new college football rule change from last year, and it now permits the use of sideline technology. And Mountain West teams taking full advantage of that with an iPad or an iPad Air. And well, it gives teams video in real time, multiple angles of the game, able to make adjustments. And you see the Rams doing it right there. That's Apple Siri. It's all part of giving athletes every tool to compete at the highest level. Rams to the ground game, and Jalen Dupree. He'll open up this drive with the carry there. Dupree has had a quiet contest, just his 4th carry of the game. Ezra Ekibon making the stop there after the pickup of 9.
Time out on the field for an injured player.
And another pair getting up fairly slowly here. We've seen a number of offensive linemen in particular go down. That's Ekibon, who just made the stop. 17-7 UNC with the advantage here. Each team owning touchdowns on their last drives. Colorado State's only drive here of the second half started at the UNC 12-yard line after the fumble recovery Owen Long, turnovers 4-1. Rams with 4 first-half turnovers in this contest. Braden Fowler Nicolosi will turn in hand. Jalen Dupree has the first down and barrels his way out across the 40-yard line. Zach Nowatzki, KJ Smedley finding on the stop, and a fresh set of downs.
I would love to see them just lean on that running game. It's a 2-score game or 2-possession game. I would just continue to lean on that run game, and then you might get a shot. But lean on the run game and that offensive line.
Jalen Dupree, 15 carries, 92 yards and a touchdown last week at Washington. And it's Dupree again, taking across the 45-yard line out to the 46-yard line. Darryl Bryant Jr. on the stop for the Bears. Dupree went down earlier in the contest with an apparent hand injury, got thrown to the turf, almost suplexed. And he was on the turf holding that hand and thought, uh-oh, that could be some kind of broken wrist, but he was back in there in the next offensive series, now in here in the second half, looking good. Fowler Nicolosi to the air, has some time, right flat, man wide open out of the backfield. Dupree with the high jump at the 40.
It's a great play. Nice play design. He gets lost in protection. Started on the left side of that offensive line and snuck out to the right flat. And the defense loses him. That's a nice gain and a fantastic finish on the other end by Dupree.
Colorado State finding some rhythm on offense here, down 17-7. Dupree on the left side, looking for a hole, cuts back. And right into the hands of McCord Abram, kid out of Thomas Jefferson High School in Denver. But again, to your point, run game getting going, and look at the hops from Jalen Dupree.
And able to keep going. That's when you know you're athletic, when you jump over a dude and you keep moving.
Dupree will get a breather there. Justin Marshall and Lloyd Avant each coming into the contest for Colorado State. Second down, 3 yards to go for the Rams. Justin Marshall looking for daylight. Hammers his way to the yard to gain. Should move the sticks. Justin Marshall, surprise scratch last weekend for CSU. Kid that ran for 750 yards and 4 touchdowns last year as a redshirt freshman. Leading returning rusher for the Rams. And figures to be part of that offensive backfield that will get a lot of carries. You have Avant, you have Marshall, you have Dupree, and Javion Kennard, who we've seen here tonight, the true freshman. But what a move there, and another. And that's what Justin Marshall can do for you, said. He's so good in short space. Sione Tua making the stop for UNC.
He was
Timeout on the field for
down in the backfield, but watch this slippery move there. I'll tell you what, is able to pick up 6 off of that. I mean, there's nothing there but one quick cut.
Marshall come to the sideline. Boy, beautiful cuts there, and another injured Bear. That looks like Darryl Bryant Jr., the returning starters in that secondary.
Timeout on the field.
And with the injury, we'll step aside. 3:50 to go. We're in the third. Rams on the move here in Fort Collins.
The Colorado Avalanche is proud to continue its support of the Colorado hockey community. Our efforts aim to support the growth of hockey throughout the great state of Colorado and make the game more accessible for all families through programming both on and off the ice. Learn more at coloradoavalanche.com.
Look closely and you'll see adventure, discovery, even a little mud. These 4x4s provide the muscle, tech, and durability needed to go anywhere. The Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport. It's time to see Ford in a new light. Be winter ready with 0 down leases on a 4-wheel drive Bronco for just $439 or a Bronco Sport for just $369.
The power of we is all for one. It's all for you. It's always there for you. It completes your circle. It says you've got a team even when you're out there alone. And with Intermountain Health in your circle, you'll always have the care you need to live the healthiest life possible. That's the power of we. Intermountain Health.
Now nighttime falls on Canvas Stadium here in the 2025 home opener in an Ag Day Orange out. 17-7. Northern Colorado on top of Colorado State. CSU, though, on the move. Late stages of the third quarter. The best drives of the game for Colorado State. 7 plays, 55 yards so far. And 6 of the 7 plays have come on the ground. Fowler Nicolosi from the shotgun. And Jalen Dupree's had a lion's share of the work here. Gets the call there. And it's a first down for Colorado State.
Lining up in this 2 tight end set. Shifted formation the opposite direction just to make the defense move and able to push it across for a first down. And I love the fact they're allowing this offensive line to just start road grading.
And Dupree has carried it 8 times now in the contest. 5 of those 8 rushes have been on this offensive series. First down for the Rams in the red zone. And it's Dupree again on the left side. Lowers the pads and carves his way down to about the 13-yard line. Ball popped out way late.
Ruling on the field, the runner was down prior to the ball coming out. Second down.
Popping on that football was Carlos Anaya, backup tight end for Colorado State. Pickup of 4 yards on the play.
Ball comes out late. Tough run, good smash mouth football in there, man. Big time tackle.
Boyd Avant back in that Ram backfield. Trips to the right side. Avant left side, cut up at the 10. Broke a tackle and has the first down yardage. It'll set a first down goal to go. Ezra Akubon back in after being shaken up a moment ago with the stop for UNC.
This is really good patience. They're able to utilize the over pursuit by the middle linebacker there. Nawatsi cuts back on him and pick up the first down. It's a nice job of running and being patient.
Colorado State now with 160 rushing yards in the contest. First down, goal to go for Colorado State at the 6-yard line. Here's Avant on the right side, pushing his way ahead. He is in. Touchdown, Colorado State. The second touchdown of the night for Lloyd Avant. Now UNC said with a 75-yard drive just moments ago, and the Rams say, we have a 75-yard drive of our own right back at you.
A couple short passes here and there, but that was all offensive line made that entire drive. Some tough runs, tough finishes. That's an attitude drive right there. Speaking of attitude right here, he gets contacted there. He's at the 5. He just continues on in with a little help from his friends. Great finish.
A Colorado State team that was held scoreless in their first 6 offensive drives, 2 of which ended in turnovers. And now in their last 2 drives, or only 2 drives of the third quarter, they have found the end zone both times, and both times Lloyd Avant, the kid from Humboldt, Texas. He's been the one to cross the goal line. 17-14. Rams back within 3 in a game they have not led. Like I said, you start looking at the game numbers from this one, and Colorado State now with 166 rushing yards in the contest, out rushing the Bears by 100. And you can just tell on that drive, it was a concerted effort by Jay Norvell, Matt Mumme, Bill Best, they were going to get the job done on the ground. This will bounce at the 10 and go into the end zone for the touchback.
I think it's one of those attitude drives. You saw two tight ends out there pretty much 90% of that drive. And they're just, we're going to be tougher, stronger, more physical than you on this drive. And now let's see what the Bears can come back and answer with here.
Eric Gibson Jr., the quarterback, playing in the stead of Peter Castelli. He was the unquestioned starter in fall camp. Castelli led the Bears to a couple of touchdowns last week in a 17-3 win against Division II Chadron State. And then got hurt, broke his non-throwing collarbone. Had surgery on Thursday, and enter Eric Gibson. And the slant there, batted away, but a penalty marker has come in on the near side for the field judge. Carver Cheeks was the intended receiver. Mondre Joe in the coverage.
See, he's there early, he's grabbing, holding. I mean, that's PI.
Pass interference, defense number 7. The ball will be placed in the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
So the Bears will have a first down out to the 35-yard line. Mondre Joe, who, boy, what a debut for him last week at Washington, had 6 tackles and a sack and a half from the defensive back spot. Bringing him off the edge, gets caught with the pass interference there. Eric Gibson remains in that quarterback, 12 of 17, 106 yards. Has engineered a couple of touchdown drives tonight. And we'll hand off. This is Johnson, the Arizona transfer, has that good speed and just could not get to the outside. Robert Edmondson had him tied up, wouldn't let him go.
I'll tell you, a lot of moving parts here, but he's able to get it off. No matter how much speed, this is great technique and defense. Staying outside leveraged, strong. Great job of wrapping back around by Edmondson to make that tackle.
Yeah, we were talking to defensive coordinator Tyson Summers yesterday, he said Robert Edmondson, a young man, a sophomore transfer from Prairie View A&M, was the guy who, following the game of Washington, probably surprised them the most last Saturday night. He was really good. Over the middle, watch out, Johnson has the catch in the seam, and he'll take it into Ram territory, able to sneak him out of the backfield for a big gain. Owen Long making the stop along with Aiden Hector.
This is just a great read here. You throw right where the blitz came from. I tell you, if he catches that clean with his speed, that's a much bigger play. Brandon Johnson in space. They bring pressure right where he's coming from. Great read and pickup there by Eric Gibson.
That's a pickup of 17 yards for Brandon Johnson, who was at Arizona last year. And Johnson going to get the call again, this time on the ground. No gain on the play. Jaquez Evans.
That is the end of the third quarter. Timeout on the field.
That brings us to the end of the third quarter. Colorado State's back on the scoreboard. Second TD of the night for Lloyd Avon.
Turns out, caffeine can be tasty. Tasty caffeine is the new standard. With 17 flavors to choose from, find your flavor today.
Mix 100.
Live and local with Jeremy, Katie, and Josh in the morning.
I love you guys. I love this morning show. You guys bring so much energy.
Thank you,
I'm going to save that audio and send it to the boss.
Yeah.
Denver's best music.
Mix.
Everybody at the bar getting tipsy.
Jeremy, Katie, and Josh in the morning. Denver's best music all day. Mix 100.
Outdoor TV will never be the same thanks to the new Game & Fish TV.
Now that's what we're talking about.
It's all free, all adventure, all the time.
Oh, it's amazing.
World-class outdoor TV for free.
What's not to like?
No one saw this coming, except, well, us. and maybe him.
I want a river dance so bad up here.
Game and Fish TV. All free, always. Watch now on GameandFishTV.com and your favorite streaming platforms.
It's Bedlam tonight here in Boise.
The crowd is pumping at the pit. This place is electric.
Helping people live the healthiest lives possible. Well, an Ag Day Orange out. And Colorado State's getting all they can handle from FCS UNC. And on second down to open up the fourth period of play, Gibson misfires over the middle. And it'll bring up third down. 17-14. Colorado State down at home. And take a look at those third quarter stats. Saw a lot of points. Colorado State, though, starting to get the ground game going.
They are and starting to find some footing.
UNC
need to get off the field here.
3 of 10 on third down. This is 3rd and 10 for the Bears. Colorado State's going to bring 6. Here they come. Gibson goes down at midfield. Andrew Lorick able to break free and bring him down.
It's a big stop, and this is great lane integrity. Look at, there's nowhere for him to go. Each gap filled, and the pressure eventually gets home, but that's great discipline. Staying in your gaps and finishing the play.
First sack of the contest for Colorado State. Tommy Maher is back to return this. High end over end kick, and Maher's going to go to the opposite side of the field. It'll bounce at the 10. It'll be down at the 1. And the CSU punt unit and Tommy Maher, they've had some struggles today with a couple of turnovers.
That's a confidence no catch right there, right? He's put it on the ground twice. You got to catch that ball. You have to catch that ball. And that's a punter's dream right here, where you get down inside the 1. That's excellent. Excellent special teams play.
Leo Blumentritt, newcomer, transferred from Germany. Well, 14:05 to go, plenty of time in this game. Rams down by 3 and 99 yards to go if they want to take their first lead of this contest. Jalen Dupree back in there as running back for Colorado State. He got the majority of the carries last drive, and they're able to get a little breathing room out to the 7-yard line. Dominic Butts, the left defensive end, another one of those Northern Colorado kids.
Time on the field for injured player.
Stop. Wait, another UNC Bear down.
This duo downhill and just knocking the Bears off the ball, and I think these more or less cramps right here. There's been played a lot of football out there, a lot of plays. As you see Ezra Ekubon going off the field.
82 degrees at kickoff here tonight. 5:07 local kickoff time as we now approach 7:40 in the evening and have a full moon out there that, well, it's dressed for Ag Day as well. It's orange with the smoke that's come down for the Pacific Northwest and some of the wildfires up there in Canada and in Washington State. Beautiful shot by our crew. 2nd down and 4. To the 10. Defended well that time. Darrell Bryant Jr. back out there. That's a good sign. He went out earlier. He was in on the stop. Jalen Dupree asking to stay in the game. He will. And 3rd down upcoming for Colorado State. And here comes Taj Bullock onto the field.
sure they would do it in this area of the field, but at some point they're going to let him throw a pop pass off of one of his runs.
Bullock lining up at quarterback here. He has carried it 5 times, has not thrown the football.
We've got a call from upstairs.
Now Avant going to check in to that backfield. Jalen Dupree coming to the bench. 5 carries, 17 yards for Taj Bullock in there at quarterback, but again has not thrown the football yet. Avant out his right pocket. Big play here, 3rd down and short. Designed run, Bullock looking for the first down, spins forward, 2nd effort, got him. The necessary yardage, Cam Chapa coming up to make the stop, but a sticks-to move for CSU.
He's so long and athletic and just kind of falls forward, runs kind of through that tackle by Champa. How about that guy though, Cam Champa? I mean, the way he plays, the physicality, athleticism, he's got it all, man.
He came in as a true freshman right away, made an impact, had an interception in his first career game at Incarnate Word last year. To the outside, penalty markers down, and Lloyd Avant will take it across the 25-yard line. There's Chapa making the stop, but this looks like, as mentioned, looks like it's coming back.
You're tasked with setting the edge against guys that are violent and know how not to let you set the edge.
Holding, offense number 19. That penalty is half the distance to the goal. First down.
Jackson Warren is the guilty party. 7th penalty of the contest for Colorado State. For 63 yards.
And a lot of times you just got to run your feet. Right here, you see him on the edge, bottom of the screen. He doesn't run his feet, and there you see him pulling and holding the defender back. But you got to run your feet, even if you carry him with you out of bounds to the sideline, wherever, but you have to keep moving your feet.
Saw Darrell Bryant Jr. throw his hands up there, knowing what had just occurred, and the officials saw it as well. First down and 16 now for Colorado State to the ground game. And look at the effort. That's Lloyd Avant again, where the kid from Humble, Texas has been impressive here tonight. He's going to have to come out for a play.
He just runs so strong, man. Just determined.
He was able to get the 6 penalty yards back. It brings up 2nd down and 10. Avant on that sideline, pair of touchdowns tonight. Jalen Dupree, the sophomore, in for him. Important drive for the Rams, down by 3, late stages. We're in the 4th quarter. Ballard Nicolosi on the outlet to the right flat. It's caught. It'll be a loss of 2.
I just don't know why you don't. If it's 2nd down, why not take that early and give him a chance to. I know you want to let things develop downfield, but take that early. You're in a 1-score game. You're backed up. Put it on your running back. They haven't done a great job tackling. The first guy hasn't done a great job tackling the backs at all. Put it on his hands early. Let him go run with it.
Well, this will be 3rd down for Colorado State. Well, 3rd down and 13. Trips to the left side. Empty set for Braden Fowler Nicolosi. 4-man rush. Throws over the middle. Caught well short of the first down. Tommy Maher making the catch. No, in fact, it's incomplete.
And it brings up 4th down. Pass, 4th down.
They're playing man, and you're running a thin route. That's tough. Tough to separate against good coverage on a thin route.
And Lamb and the Bears with the lead in the 4th quarter on the road as heavy underdogs here in Fort Collins. And Brian Hansen boomed a couple at Washington on Saturday. You need one here, and now we get a penalty marker down. Somebody might have too many players out there. We're too high up for me to count here, said. I'd have to get you to do that.
I was told there would be no math, so.
Jay Norvell in his 4th season looking on from the sideline, obviously frustrated. Having the conversation with his coaches up in the booth. Didn't see this one going the way that it has transpired to this point, but still 10:42 to go in the contest. A 17-14 lead for UNC. They led 10-0 at the end of the first half of play. Rams turned it over 4 times in the first half. Also had a turnover on downs at the Bear 15-yard line.
Illegal substitution on the offense. They broke the huddle with 12 players. Penalty is half the distance. 4th down.
Boy, just when you needed a big punt to give yourself some room rather. You hit the reverse and you go backwards. Luke Wooten back to receive this, and now heels at the back of the end zone for the punter, Brian Hansen. Good punt here from Hansen. Boy, that's going to bounce in Bear territory. Inside the 40, and he'll die at the 38-yard line. Boy, terrific punt from Brian Hansen. He was great last week and is good this week. Bears get the football back when we return.
Force Factor Creatine Gummies build muscle and strength, improve recovery, and boost cognitive function. Why? Force Factor Creatine Gummies contain 5 grams of clinically studied creatine monohydrate in each delicious serving. Search Amazon now for Force Factor Creatine Gummies.
If you're making a to-do list today, make it easy on yourself. Just write down Reese's, then write down Eat Them, and then you're kind of done for the day.
Mammoth fans, are you ready for game day? Get the latest Mammoth merchandise at Altitude Authentics. Altitude Authentics is your one-stop shop for the best selection and best prices on Mammoth gear. Shop in store Monday through Friday from noon to 5 p.m. or online 24/7 at altitudeauthentics.com.
When it comes to serving your state and country, why should you choose the National Guard as your path? Active duty means full-time service, but it takes you far away from home. Reserves offer part-time service, but you're on standby waiting for the call from active duty. In the Colorado National Guard, you get the best of both worlds. Serve close to home, support your community in times of need, and still answer the call for your state and country. Join the Colorado Army National Guard, where you're not just a soldier, you're a hometown hero.
Tonight's telecast brought to you by Vectra Bank Colorado. Put the financial professionals at Vectra to work for you. They're big enough to count, small enough to care. Learn more at VectraBank.com, a division of Zions Bank Corporation, N.A., member FDIC. Well, 10:32 to go. We're in the 4th period of play, and a shocking one to this point. Bears leading 17-14. First down at the opening play of the drive. Rocco Traore goes as a gain of 2.
If you're the Bears, the one thing you must do is just be ball secure. Right? Your defense got you a stop. They were, you had CSU pinned back. They kind of flipped the field a bit, but you got to take care of the ball. You cannot give any Christmas present to CSU right now.
That goes as a gain of 2, right about the average today for UNC running the football. Back to the ground here, Colorado State. That'll be a tackle for a loss. Jacob Ellis, the Iowa State transfer, coming in there with the submarine. Quinn goes down in the backfield, and it's 3rd down.
That's just a heck of a play, scraping, getting home, getting downhill, finishing the play. And you've got a couple substitute offensive linemen in for UNC. The Rams should be feasting right now.
3rd down and 9 for UNC. They're 3 of 11 on 3rd down tonight. Colorado State looks like they're bringing the house. Here come the Rams. Protection holds up. Lofting over the middle. Cut and dropped at the 40-yard line. C.J. Blocker was right there, able to make the stop. And it'll bring up 4th down for UNC.
This is great coverage. But for all you young guys, when you're running crossing routes, you've got to stair step a little bit to make that defensive back stagger. But when you just run, most DBs are extremely fast, so they're able to stay on that hip. That's a nice job in coverage and finishing the play with the tackle.
Dawson Menegatti, the kid from Pueblo who started his career here at Colorado State. Rams fixing to get the football back here. Maher set to return. Blumentritt kicks it away. This is Maher from his own 20. And has it out to the 23-yard line.
Out on the field.
Now Colorado State, a chance to take their first lead of the contest. We have 8:14 to go.
Are you ready to give your car the clean it deserves? Cobblestone is just the place to do it. 40 locations, more coming soon. There's sure to be a Cobblestone near you. Save time, save money, and wash all you want, whenever you want, at any Cobblestone location by going unlimited with no contract required. Stop by any Cobblestone and ask a team member how to sign up today. Or visit cobblestone.com for more details. Go unlimited at Cobblestone, the official car wash partner of your Denver Nuggets.
Look closely at this truck. You'll see hard work, a great adventure, and so much more. Inside and out, it's designed for the family, the road trip, and the most demanding job. The Ford F-150. It's time to see Ford in a new light. Now get this low zero down lease on a built Ford Tough F-150 for just $479 a month, only at your local Ford stores.
We're all seeking a spark, that can't deny it feeling that pushes you forward. For us, it starts here. Where elevation fuels inspiration and roots run deep. We make a difference with high-impact research and rise up when it matters most. Your education begins on campus, but your experience can take you anywhere. When you find your energy at CSU, you discover anything is possible.
Tonight's telecast is brought to you by Intermountain Health, helping people live the healthiest lives possible. Back here in Fort Collins on a Saturday night, 17-14, UNC with the lead over Colorado State. Rams taking over at their own 24-yard line. And back to the ground game. And knifing his way up to the 30-yard line. Nowatzki in on the stop. That was Justin Marshall. Marshall's been effective between the tackles so far tonight. Call that a gain of 6. Plenty of time to do whatever they want here, said. They've run the football effectively in the second half.
I mean, with all three backs, Dupree, Avant, and Marshall has been seemingly unstoppable. I'm going to keep doing that. If I want to throw it, I'm going to throw them a swing pass. Let them go get yards.
Back to the ground game. Marshall in the hole. And just that stutter step to get a little bit of daylight. Move the sticks on the pickup of 5. Hudson Bogesser on the stop before Collins Native.
I don't like fanning out in the middle of a play, but man, just a quick feat right there that's special.
Terrific runner in tight spaces. 3rd year in the program for Justin Marshall. Fresh set of downs for the Colorado State Rams. 17-14, 4 first half turnovers led to a double-digit deficit at halftime. Fowler Nicolosi on the out route. LaVon Brown was there. Was he in? Yes, he was. Brown with his first catch of the contest. Frankie Morales, the nickelback, had the coverage.
Switch sail route with a corner over the top of it. This is a good throw right here.
First down and 10 for the Rams at their own 49-yard line. Justin Marshall again. The Rams hoping to pop something here in that run game. They continue to churn out yards. Now just about to the 2 bill mark in the running department. Rams averaging 4.8 rushes, 4.8 yards, beg your pardon, per rush. Clock continues to run. 6:16 now to go. We're in the 4th period of play. Rams have not led in this contest. They trail right now 17-14. 2nd down and 7. To the near side, Winfield looking for the edge. Got the edge. Armani Winfield inside the 35. Damn Chapa making the stop.
This is not you have to take a better angle. You have to protect the outside edge. You've got to force him back inside.
Gain of 21 on the play. Winfield with his second grab after getting shut out at Washington last Saturday. First down and 10 for Colorado State at the 30-yard line. Left side, not a lot of daylight. Uh-oh, ball is out! Northern Colorado has come up with the football. Sione Tuha.
Covered by the defense.
That'll be the 5th turnover of the contest for CSU, and it could not come at a worse time.
Wow.
Lloyd Avant.
You didn't even see it come out right here, but it's out right there. You see it going, floating through the air.
Now the Ram defense now going to be asked to come up with another stop. The D has played well. They have held UNC to under 200 total yards of offense here, but 5 turnovers by Colorado State. 3 by the offense, 2 on special teams. And Johnson gets the first carry of this drive. Turnovers 5-1 now, favoring UNC. Right, it's hard to win football games no matter who you play when you turn it over 5 times, even if you are the heavy favorite.
Yes, when you look at Gibson's numbers, he had that 150-yard play, big pass play. Other than that, they kept him at bay. But you turn the ball over when you have a chance to go down. I mean, it's...
Yeah, now time's starting to become a factor. Boy, big time hit. Owen Long saying hello to Rocco Traore. On this gain of 2 to bring a 3rd down and 5 here.
This is a great job of hanging on to this football. Shows you what kind of toughness Rocco has.
Well, a massive play here for both these 2 teams. Clock runs, 4:20 to go in the 4th period of play. 3rd and 5 for the Bears. Gibson going to reset Traore to his left. Rams will bring 6. Lob, left side of the field, incomplete. They were looking for Braden Monroe. Gahari Rogers was in his pocket. Incomplete, and it's 4th down.
That's great coverage. Got to get that ball up in the air. You got to get it up. He's a little late on the throw. Good no calls there. Both of them hand fighting. That's a good no call.
UNC now 3 of 13 on 3rd down. Rams were coming after Gibson.
Yeah, but there was no need to back up in that drop. All I do is catch it and put it up. It's man coverage with press. Catch that thing and put it up right now.
Blumentritt to punt it away from his own 31-yard line. High short kick. And it'll take a Ram bounce to the 22-yard line. 3 minutes, 52 seconds to go. That Bears defense coming out on the field. They have a stand, perhaps another turnover in them. Meanwhile, to Colorado State Ram offense here said, boy, all the pressure on them. They've turned it over 3 times. And you need points.
You do. I'm still plenty of time. I'm going to run the ball. I'm going to run the ball, still take my little short check downs, because that's what got you back in this game, is being aggressive in the run game.
Nobody wearing orange here tonight. Thought it would come down to a CSU drive with 3:52 to go, but here we are. And the Rams go to the ground on the opening play of their drive. Jalen Dupree. A.J. Smedley right there for the UNC Bears. It's a UNC team that has come in. They have played well. They have been opportunistic and looking for their biggest win. And maybe since they turned Division I. On the quick out. Nice catch by Tommy Maher. Went up and got it at the 35-yard line. First down.
Nice little play action roll. Nice route by Maher. Look, see how far he had the defender off of him. Easy pitch and catch.
Bears bring it 8. Pass to the near side. One hops. Jordan Ross incomplete. But the Bears were bringing everybody. Braden Fowler Nicolosi tapping his chest, saying my bad.
Yeah, I mean, you make that far hash throw on the move, but then a hitch route, you lose a little bit of technique. Get out over your skis on the front side and throw it in the dirt.
Second down and 10 for the Rams. Right back to Jordan Ross. His third catch. Ross with the good speed. Ushered out of bounds at the 45-yard line. And a first down by Jordan Ross, the former 4-star prospect from Los Angeles.
Good call. Nice key screen. And Ross, plenty of speed. And you see the stiff arm, which enables him to get the first down.
2:35 to go. Remember, the Rams used 2 early timeouts in the third quarter. They just have the one at their disposal. First down and 10. Right up the middle. Legs churn into Bear territory. Pickup of 6. Darryl Bryant Jr. finally bringing Dupree down. And boy, if you're a Colorado State running back, but you got to keep 2 hands on the ball.
You do. That's it, because you're getting positive yards everywhere. You just got to continue to finish runs.
Approaching the 2-minute timeout. Rams will get one more play in here. Fowler Nicolosi, pump fake, rolls to his right, throws on the run, and a catch on the right sideline by Armani Winfield. Takes it to the 40, and CSU will have a fresh set of downs. Evan Harrell on the coverage. So we have 1:56 to go here in the contest. 2-minute timeout in Fort Collins. Rams down by 3.
The power of we believes in you. It advocates for you. It completes your circle. It makes sure you have the strongest circle possible. And with Intermountain Health in yours, you'll always have the care you need to live the healthiest life possible. That's the power of we. Intermountain Health.
Outdoor TV will never be the same thanks to the new Game and Fish TV.
Now that's what we're talking about.
It's all free, all adventure, all the time.
Wow, that's amazing.
World-class outdoor TV for free.
What's not to like?
No one saw this coming, except, well, us. And maybe him.
I want a river dance so bad up here.
Game and Fish TV. All free, always. Watch now on GameandFishTV.com and your favorite streaming platforms.
The new Altitude Plus is here. Nuggets and Avalanche. Your way, every game. Live featured events put matchups front and center. Countdown clocks keep you locked in. Altitude Plus puts you in control. Rewind, fast forward, watch live or on demand. And multi-view to see it all at once.
Nelson Funds, Landis, go! Yes!
Get the new annual plan and save $40. Sign up at altitudeplus.com, then download the app today.
17-14. Northern Colorado on top of Colorado State. In a series that has been dominated by the Rams. And Colorado State in desperate need of points. First down and 10 from the 40-yard line. Rams are going to run the reverse and the pass. Fowler Nicolosi with the reception and the first down.
The old double reverse pass. No one goes with the quarterback as he leaks out. Nice pickup.
He said he was just a half yard short. 1:51 to go. Got out of bounds to stop the clock. Fowler Nicolosi, the throw, taking a shot. End zone, incomplete. Was looking for Petey Tucker. McKee Toms had the coverage. Taking a shot on second and short. Third down and 1.
I like dropping it in the bucket. When you're getting pressed, put the ball up early, let them run to it. If it's got that two or that fastball look to it, it's got to be right on target, or it's tough to bring down.
Taj Bullock in there at quarterback now for Colorado State. He'll run it. He'll pick up the necessary yards. $1:40 to go. Clock will stop with the first down, but it'll wind when they reset the chains. Rams with just the one timeout.
See that burst? There's a little bit more explosion into that play on that one. But he is darn near unstoppable.
Braden Fowler, Nicolosi to come back in. First down for Colorado State. Rams have not led here tonight. 5 turnovers for Colorado State. That's been the story. Wide receiver screen. Armani Winfield has room. Made a move at the 15 and takes it to the 13. Cam Chapa grabs a touchdown saving tackle there. Move the sticks.
This is well set up. Fake the screen to the right and bring it back to him. But a good tackle there by Champa, and way to hang on to the ball after taking that shot.
Armani Winfield leading the Rams, 4 catches, 49 yards.
The amount of defensive plays this defense is starting to wear down. The physicality that the Rams offensive line has started to play with.
Fowler Nicolosi drops back. He's in big time trouble. Heaves it up back of the end zone and out of bounds. Smart play by a quarterback making his 26th career starts. They've defied another down. Petey Tucker was in the vicinity, but clearly throwing that out of bounds. Second down. Stops the clock. 57 seconds to go. CSU trailing UNC by 3. Jalen Dupree remains in there as the running back. Again, Colorado State does have that one timeout in their back pocket. There's the Eagle Crest product, who's had that brilliant freshman campaign. He's been terrific tonight. Fowler Nicolosi, end zone, diving catch, incomplete. Jordan Ross tried to toe tap on the dive, and he could not bring the feet in.
Oh, so close. So close. What an effort. What an effort.
Game of inches.
What an effort.
That brings up third down and 10 now for Colorado State. 51 seconds to go. Third and 10. And now we'll get a timeout of the field. They're going to look at this. We'll take another look at it as well. It looked like Ross, boy, nearly got that. One of those toes down set, but it looked like it might have been out of bounds, but we'll take another look. But what an effort, though, to echo your point, by Jordan Ross.
Well, the wherewithal to even think about, if I'm diving, I'm not thinking about getting my feet down. To have the presence of mind to even think about trying to get those feet back down, that's incredible.
There's another look at it. Ball in the hand. There's the toe we're looking at there, and I think it's clearly out of bounds.
And the other thing, he doesn't really possess it. You see the ball outside of both hands if you look at the catch as well, until he hits the ground.
The Colorado State team looking at it from the sideline.
See the ball loose in his hands? The ball's loose.
Yeah, I'm not even sure he got that toe down anyway.
Right.
51 seconds to go, 17-14. And for those of you that have tuned in late to this one, welcome. Brian Roth, Seth Bonner with you, high above Sunny Living Field here in Fort Collins. It's been a turnover fest for Colorado State. They had 4 first-half turnovers, trailed 10-0 at halftime. They have turned it over once here in the second half. And they trail 17-14. An incomplete pass, as we suspected. So a big 3rd down and 10 upcoming for Colorado State, just inside the 14-yard line, and obviously in field goal range. And you'd have a chance to tie this contest up if you don't pick it up on 3rd down here. Braden Fowler Nicolosi going to lead the Ram offense back out 13 of 25, 132 yards, no touchdowns, and had the first half interception. Rams will send 3 wide receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. Fowler Nicolosi going to work from the shotgun, has Dupree off his left hip. Fakes the shotgun snap, 5-man rush, steps up in the pocket, has a chance to run. Fowler Nicolosi at the 5, dives, end zone, touchdown, Colorado State, and CSU has their first lead of the night.
Wow. You're challenging these receivers. You're playing man coverage.
They marked him down at the 1, say?
What? For what?
They marked him down at the 1, apparently.
Why? That is off. That's not.
Whoa.
I'm sorry.
They had Jay Norvell beside himself. Well, all scoring plays in Division I are looked at, so they're going to look at that.
This will be fixed immediately because that knee never touches till there. The knee touches late. The ball's already across the line. Elbows across, everything is across. That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown.
And, said it looked live like it was a for sure touchdown, and we're watching it there, and officiating's a hard job. I'm not sure what we were looking at there. How you put that down at the 1-yard line, I'm not sure what they saw.
His body was off the ground, like complete dive. His knee didn't come down until he'd already passed the pylon.
Now the call in the field that he was down at the 1-yard line. Either way, it's first down and goal to go if for this crazy reason that this didn't get overturned. Braden Fowler Nicolosi looks hot, but that's most likely going to be overturned. It's going to be a Ram touchdown. But even if by some chance it was not, it would be first down, goal to go with 28 seconds left in the game from the 1 with the timeout.
Listen, with the way we've turned the ball over today, that's touchdown. That's got to be a touchdown. We need that touchdown.
There's no question.
Right? I don't.
12-yard scamper on 3rd down and 10 for Braden Fowler Nicolosi. Knew where he had to go. And here is the call from Philip Foy, our referee. Colorado State leads 20-17, and Braden Fowler Nicolosi has the go-ahead touchdown. Isaiah Hankins will come out for the PAT. Fowler Nicolosi, it's been an up and down day for that young man. 132 yards passing, but more important than anything else, the 12 yards he just gained with his feet a moment ago to put the Rams in front for the first time here tonight. And a sigh of relief, maybe not a full exhale, because there is 45 seconds to go. They did put some time back on the clock. UNC does have the 2 timeouts, and Hankins will try to make this a 4-point game. Hansen with the hold, and it is up, and it is good. 21-17, CSU with the advantage, and Northern Colorado with 45 seconds to go. They're in need of a touchdown.
And 2 timeouts. Not really sure if this offense is built for that. However, now you just play solid defense. Don't give up too much, but come up and make tackles. Don't rough the passer. Don't do any of those things that's going to extend a play or extend the opportunity.
Yeah, Colorado State now 230 rushing yards in the contest, and said really made a concerted effort in the second half to go to that ground game. At Colorado State, 131 rushing yards here in the second half. The go-ahead touchdown for Braden Fowler-Nicolosi. Jay Norvell looking on, hoping to avert the nightmare of all nightmares. They're close to avoiding it, but not quite there. This will go into the end zone, and UNC will start first down at 10 from their own 25-yard line with 45 seconds to go. And there you see the Colorado State Ram offense. Couldn't get out of their own way in the first half, and special teams didn't help them. Obviously, you look at what they've done in the second half, the 131 on the ground and the 21 points.
Well, as soon as they got the ground game going, you're able to get outside and hit some of those comeback routes and make it easy for Braden to just see what was going on, because he was kind of playing in murky water early in this game offensively.
Eric Gibson Jr. to drop back. Immediately pressured, throws on the run, out of bounds. Officials might talk about this. Was he outside the tackle box? And our head referee, Philip Boyd, walked into the CSU sideline saying he was out of the tackle box. There was nobody in the vicinity. Incomplete, no intentional grounding. 5 seconds elapsed. Boy, Ed Lamb, what an effort by his team here tonight.
He's an old school ball coach, man. He's building them tough. He's building the school for this program. He wants it with young kids, smart kids, like-minded kids.
Deep out and caught by Monroe, was able to pull it down. Boy, Gibson threw it up. Knew Monroe would be in the area, and he hauls it in.
This is a design roll, and he gets outside and just gives him a chance.
All of a sudden, UNC in Colorado State Ram territory, 30 seconds to go. Gibson retreats, throws near sideline, nobody home. He overshot his intended receiver. And that was Dawson Menegatti. Ramondre Joe was right there.
No way. Is this a roughing the passer or a hold? No way.
And roughing the passer on the penalty against Colorado State. Exactly what you couldn't have in this situation.
That's 2 steps, and then you stand and put your arms up. You got to be smarter than that in this situation.
That's going to move the football to the 31-yard line. Jaquez Evans, the transfer from Baylor, nickname of Donut, and he's beside himself. And now the short field Hail Mary comes into play if you need it. They still have 24 seconds and 2 timeouts. First down at 10 from the 31-yard line. At Colorado State, this drive started at their own 25 with 45 seconds to go. Gibson heaves it up, looking for Monroe, incomplete. Monroe looking for the pass interference. Ramondre Joe right there.
And listen, like, Monroe's got to do a better job of trying to separate and get back to the ball. He's just pushing. He's got to separate, but that's solid coverage. They're both kind of stiff-arming each other. That's solid coverage right there. That's no call. You can't get up and expect a call after that.
Every pass attempt here has been chuck it down the sideline for UNC. They've gotten a roughing the passer call. They've gotten a 29-yard gain as well. Second down and 10. Colorado State going to bring 5. Pass over the middle. Caught at the 28. Dropped immediately. Menegatti tackled by Aiden Hector, and UNC will use one of their final 2 timeouts. Stops the clock with 13 seconds to go.
Well, we could see there, on the short levels, if they can get some kind of intermediate dig route, because there's space in the middle of the field, but I'm not sure if they could hold up and pass pro long enough to get that throw off.
Colorado State has turned up the heat on the quarterback, Eric Gibson Jr. 13 seconds remaining here from Canvas Stadium. And again, nobody wearing anything other than blue and gold saw this thing coming down to the final seconds. 21-17, Colorado State with the lead, third down. Gibson sends 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Colorado State with the 4 down linemen. Gibson wants to change the play. Rams will only bring 4. Deep ball, near side, jump ball, end zone caught. Cheeks, touchdown.
Wow.
UNC back in front. Penalty markers came down at the end of the play, and it was after the play had concluded.
Wow.
And Carver Cheeks, a Colorado kid, one of 58 Colorado kids on this roster. He went up and got it.
Yeah, he just throws it inside, gives him a chance, but the leverage that they played with on that, you walled him inside to your help, and the help didn't get there in time. That's a spectacular catch. On a contested throw, Lamondre Joe was right there swiping at the ball. That's just a heck of a catch, man.
Yeah, the injured player in that Bear end zone. Some of the UNC fans here. Is that Cheeks that is down? Did he get hurt in the celebration?
I think he's cramping.
Okay.
I think it's more cramps. I mean,
this place is absolutely stunned. 75 yards
but the problem
in
is
37 seconds.
The personal foul, big time play. We talked about not having any of those kind of penalties to aid your opponent. Lamondre gives inside leverage away, feeling he has help from the middle of the field, and just threw it up to a bigger guy that wouldn't got it.
UNC Bear team that came in here as heavy underdogs. Nobody giving them a shot. Led the entire game. Gave up the lead for the first time with 45 seconds to go in the fourth period. It looked like the dream was over. And the nightmare that Colorado State had been experiencing, it looked like perhaps that too might be over. The Bears had other plans, and they go right down the field. And they have scored with 8 seconds left to take a 23-21 lead. As you look at the replay again, Cheeks going up to get it. A kid that played at Mesa Ridge High School in Colorado Springs. Thought about entering the transfer portal. And wait, they looking to see if that ball hit the turf there? And was he bobbling that? Did that hit the turf? They are now taking a look at this. This is being looked at.
It was still in his hands. They are looking at it, but it looked like it was still in his hands as he's rolling over.
Now we'll go see. One of those angles, it looked like the ball might have hit the ground and then it jarred loose. Right there. And the ball is tough to tell. I don't know how you... Whoa! Incomplete pass. An incredible turn of events. You could not write a script like this and have it be remotely believable. No touchdown. 8 seconds to go, and the Bears will get the football for one final play.
It's moving there, but
that
it's
ball
under
was
his hand.
still moving.
But it was under his hand, it looked like, right?
Did it touch the ground on the initial contact with the turf? Ed Lamb walking out to talk to the official.
When it was called a catch, I think that's his deal. It was called a catch. So what did we see there that said emphatically that it was not a catch?
Incredible. 21-17. Rams still in front. And UNC still has one more play. And said on top of this, UNC got hit with an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. And so that's going to move them back 15 more yards. All the way back to the 46-yard line.
Wow. I'm just trying to figure out what told you that it was emphatically not a catch, because what's supposed to happen.
Well, here we go. It's 4th down, 8 seconds to go. This will be the final play of the game. Bears in need of a touchdown. Two receivers right, two to the left.
Maybe get him a little closer.
The heave, left sideline, tipped, incomplete. Penalty markers come down as if it couldn't get any stranger.
You go ahead and say bizarre, because that's where we're at right now.
And that came on 4th and 25. Now, if this is against Colorado State, it'll be an automatic first down and a 15-yard penalty. Manigotti battling with blocker.
Pass interference. Defense number 17. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Well, now we'll have the final play of the game.
Here's the thing, though. Even if there wasn't a penalty there, why are we trying to intercept that ball? Knock that thing down. Because you trying to pick it and miss it, it went up in the air. They had a chance to get it.
Well, here we go. 21-17. CSU looking for one final stand. Northern Colorado looking for one more miracle. Gibson to throw. End zone. Intercepted. Colorado State will escape. The final score, 21-17. Beyond description. And again, the touchdown that was waved off.
This is the very last
play. Last play of the game. My bad. Jahari Rogers sealing it for the Colorado State Rams. And the Rams get their first win of the 2025 campaign. And just a heartbreaking loss for the UNC Bears. Looking for their biggest win, and said, I would venture to guess, the 20 years of Division I football.
Without question. And I just, listen, this was a heck of an effort. Not sure if he caught it, but I don't know what they saw, because it was called a touchdown on the field. So that's.
Carver Cheeks looked like what he had was a touchdown. Would have sealed the win for UNC. Instead, they go to the booth. They call it an incomplete pass, and somehow, some way, Colorado State, despite the 5 turnovers, they come away with a win, 21-17. And boy, you feel for Ed Lamb and that UNC football program, thinking you have the win. It gets overturned, and Colorado State skates by the skin of their teeth. Rams are going to get a bye week next week. it's going to come at a good time, a chance to reset after what happened here tonight. And a game nobody thought was going to be close. A Bear football program in the last 2 years went 1-23. And Ed Lamb winning his first home game in his 3 years last week against Chadron State. They were trying to get to 2-0. And it was not to be here tonight against Colorado State for a UNC program that has 58 in-state kids that, this game meant the world to them.
I think the grit and effort, that they played with, if they could carry that on. Listen, the Big Sky is one of the toughest FCS conferences in America. They're going to be much, much more competitive as this thing goes along. Coach Lamb and his staff have to be excited. Listen, they got a tough one for them, but tough group of kids that played extremely hard, man.
Northern Colorado is going to be on the road at South Dakota for a high noon game next week. In fact, UNC not going to be returning home to Nottingham Field until September the 27th. And it's a Colorado State team that'll get the bye week next week. 2 weeks from today, they'll welcome in UTSA, the Roadrunners. And still do not know the time of that UTSA game. That's a 12-day window, so Ram fans will know Monday on that game time for UTSA, and then Washington State to close out that non-conference slate, 5:30 p.m. on September the 27th, and then in to Mountain West Conference play, where the Rams were picked to finish 4th in the preseason poll and have some high hopes.
UTSA was down today to Texas State earlier this afternoon, and listen, it's a tough schedule, but when they're playing at their peak, at their highest level, they can handle that schedule. They just got to avoid the clunkers. This was a clunker. They got to avoid that.
Colorado State started off the contest with a punt, and then a fumble, then an interception, then 2 special team fumbles, and 4 first half turnovers, 5 for the game for Colorado State. They had a turnover on downs at the 15-yard line of UNC, which works as a turnover, and somehow, some way, CSU overcomes it, and they get the 21-17 win. And, well, we're going to get the thoughts of head coach Jay Norvell, who just breathed a huge sigh of relief. And let's go ahead and go down to the field right now, and Ruby Kaiser standing by with Victoria's head coach Jay Norvell. Ruby.
Coach, 50th win. Walk me through what you're feeling right now.
This is one of those nights where about everything that went wrong did. And, Coach told me a long time ago, there's no bad wins. And so you got to enjoy it. Obviously, we have to learn from it. We have a lot of new players. I think we were more unsettled playing at home than we were on the road last week, which astounds me, but that's kind of how it worked out. But got to give our kids a lot of credit. We kept fighting, and we did the things we needed to do at the end to win.
Talk about the offense's ability to stay in this game despite those turnovers, specifically Braden on 3rd down to get the Rams ahead.
Yeah, I think, what have we had, 5 turnovers, I think? It's hard to win if you have 5 turnovers. You can't beat anybody. And we were moving the ball a couple times and then turned it over again in the second half. Just our resiliency and the guys, doing what we practice to do. We practice a 2-minute drill all the time. And, we did a good job last week, and we did a good job tonight.
How important was the defense tonight to stay in this game?
They were great. I thought our defense played well. I thought we played super inconsistently offensively. And obviously the turnovers on special teams and then on offense were just really difficult to overcome.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Brian.
All right, Ruby, appreciate that. Yeah, head coach Jay Norvell, they're going to get the bye week. And, a lot to work on. I'm sure there's going to be some film sessions where you're going to have many plethora of teachable moments. And let's go back to that key touchdown that was overturned, and the ball come loose. Did it hit the ground there, and then it came loose, perhaps? But as you said, that's a call that was called a catch on the field.
Right, so there had to be no doubt, right? It had to be You had to see something that showed the ball on the ground, which we never saw any picture of that. So it is what it is. Great effort. And like I said, in spite of the 5 turnovers, they find a way to win the game.
You find a way to win a game despite 5 turnovers. Well, a brilliant evening here in Fort Collins. It was an Ag Day Orange Out, a sold-out crowd, and a record student attendance of 15,000 plus students in attendance here at Colorado State. Somehow, some way, they come away with the win. For my broadcast partner, Seth Bonner, Brian Roth saying so long from Fort Collins, and thanks for watching on Altitude.
Factor Creatine